Under control. And you men in the backfield there, I want you to analyze before you move. If they throw a forward pass, wait till you see the ball in the air, and then go and get it. And when they get it, boys, that's when they go on offense. That's when they go two. And don't forget we're going to pick on one tackle they've got this week. We're going inside them. We're going outside them. Inside them and outside them. And when we get them on the run once, we're going to keep them on the run. And we're not going to pass unless our secondary comes up too close. But don't forget, man, we're going to get them on the run. We're going to go. And we aren't going to stop until we go to that goal line. Don't forget, man, today's the day we're going to win. They can't lick it. And the left out of the goal. The first whistle of the man go in there and fight. What do you say, man?
G&G Productions brings you high school football for 2025. Get ready for live, free, and exciting action right here from G&G Productions. Our coverage is proudly brought to you by All American Plumbing, Snappy Tomato Pizza, Lebanon Tourism, Salt River Electric, RLM Underground, Sail with Hell Realty and Auction, Bowen Dental, ECTC Elizabethtown Community and Technical College, Springview Hospital, Farmers National Bank, Regional Water Partnership, Springfield Water and Sewer and Lebanon Waterworks, Lance Taylor, State Farm, Morgan & Morgan Attorneys at Law, Parkview Home Center, Boone's Butcher Shop, Danville Office Equipment, Mattingly Sims, Robinson and McCain Attorneys at Law, Central Kentucky Community Action, Catch Transportation, Don Franklin Bardstown, Chevrolet Buick, Central Kentucky Community Action, Head Start, Marion County Economic Development, Thoroughbred Asset Management, Smith Contracting, River of Life, Pat Mattingly Incorporated, 3D Graphics, Wright Implement, Centos, Maywood Country Club. Now it's time to head to the field for All-American Plumbing coverage of high school football, live and free on G&G Productions.
It is a game tonight of the 3-1s, but it's definitely a district game. Class 4A District Number 2 as the Elizabethtown Panthers at 3-1 hosts the Nelson County Cardinals, also at 3-1 in district action from Panther Field in Elizabethtown. It's the high school football game of the week on G&G Productions. Hi, everybody, in Elizabethtown at Panther Field. I am Hal B. Good. Glad to have you alongside. We'll be going down the field in a few moments to John Graves. It's going to be a big night tonight as we get prepared for a big district game, and we're glad to have you alongside. Alan Luckett has the night off. Happy anniversary to you, Alan. We've called in the heavyweights as Jamie Murphy joins us here this evening. Jamie has a vast knowledge of not only football in general, but he's been around the high school hoops and also the high school football fields for many years now, even though you're a young guy.
Very many years of experience, all the way back to the high school days. So glad to be back in the booth.
We're glad to have you back and glad to have you here tonight. District games, they're always one that you got to get prepared for, and I'm sure if you're Nelson County, they've been talking about this all week.
Absolutely, and it's a reshaped district as well this year as Nelson County welcomes in E-Town to the district play, and it's two teams that have got similar records and similar paths to 3-1. Both teams have a loss to E-Town, or to Bardstown, I should say. Nelson County dropped in last week, and E-Town losing their opener to Bardstown to open up the season, but they've reeled off 3 straight wins to move to 3-1.
Last week we had the Bardstown-Nelson County game, and really that first half was a great first half by both teams, but Bardstown proved way too strong for Nelson County, winning that one 35-7 last week.
They did, and that game was 14-7 at halftime, and, it was a lopsided score, but Nelson County is really just a couple of plays away. A big missed tackle on that 77-yard touchdown run late in the game, just a couple of things defensively from them. If they could really, reel those in and correct those mistakes, that, they could have a much better and improved defensive performance tonight.
The first game of the year, as you mentioned, Elizabethtown falls to Bardstown by a score of 39-36. High-powered offensive action in that ball game, but still a win for the Bardstown Tigers.
It was. They made just enough plays offensively and defensively did Bardstown in that game over E-Town, but E-Town's defense has gotten much better since that point. Gave up 39 points in the opener, only 35 points over the past 3 games. That's 11.6 points per game, so they've really buckled down defensively since that opening loss to E-Town.
John Graves is our man down the field. Let's go check in with him as John, beautiful facility here at Elizabethtown High School.
It is, and I tell you what, when I rode in today, the temperature was about 94, but it is cooling off to be a beautiful evening over here in Hardin County. I remember the last time I was over here, I sat in the same spot you're at with Jimmy Wethington as we did a Washington County E-Town game probably 13, 14 years ago. So been a while since we've been to E-Town, but they have been so hospitable in welcoming our crew and our viewers over here tonight. Looking for a great game. As I'm looking through some of the stats here, very balanced offense for both teams. They're within 10% of rushing against passing for total yards. It's about a split both ways. So look for a high-scoring game tonight from the Panthers and the Cardinals.
All three of us have done radio in the past, John, and now I look down to you. You always run into people that you know that you've called games for, or even their sons of the fathers that we know that are now coaching that we have come across. And no exception for Tyler Mattingly, the head coach of the Elizabethtown Panthers.
Well, and I talked to Tyler just a moment ago, and I said I wanted to find the picture. It would have been my junior year in high school, and a 3-year-old Tyler Mattingly, who was a manager on the Washington County Commander team. I was a student athletic trainer, and about 2 rows in front of me sat a 3-year-old Tyler Mattingly. So this relationship goes back a long ways. A lot of connections here in Central Kentucky when you talk about football. Of course, you know, his dad's got a game tonight as as the head coach of the Bethlehem Eagles. We'll have them next week as they go to Camelsville.
Bethlehem, you know, Tim Magley's just done a wonderful job over there. They're playing Garrett County tonight, so they're headed over to Lancaster, heading a little more to the east.
Yeah, that's a Bethlehem program. It doesn't matter how many players and star players they lose. They just somehow overcome that year after year, and they've done it again this season.
Go take a quick timeout. We're back with more Snappy Tomato Pizza pregame. This is the pregame before Nelson County takes on Elizabethtown. Keep it right here. All-American Plumbing coverage of high school football. Well, it's a G&G production. All-American Plumbing takes pride in delivering top-notch plumbing services to our clients. Our commitment is excellence and customer satisfaction, which has helped All-American Plumbing build a solid reputation over the years. Trust us with all your sink, tub, and shower needs. Water heater installation and replacement, water line installation and repair. All-American Plumbing offers reliable service, and you can trust us. If you're looking for a top-quality new construction or custom home plumbing service, contact Brian Graves. All-American Plumbing, serving Central Kentucky.
Snap, snap, Snappy Tomato Pizza.
We make your pizza with our authentic recipe.
Ooh, Snappy Tomato Pizza.
Hand stretch the dough and it's made fresh daily.
Ooh, Snappy Tomato Pizza. Snappy Tomato Pizza.
I'm ready for a Snappy Tomato Pizza right now. 111 East Main Street in Springfield. Call 859-336-9888 or order online at snappytomato.com.
Welcome to Lebanon, Kentucky, a place where every meal is a celebration of flavor, tradition, and community. From our famous country ham and homemade biscuits to the freshest farm-to-table produce, every bite is a journey through Kentucky's finest ingredients. Share a meal with friends, explore our charming local eateries, and discover the warm hospitality that makes Lebanon, Kentucky truly special. Taste the heart of Kentucky right here in Lebanon. Lebanon, Kentucky. Savor the flavor, share the moment.
We've got you. It's a pledge to make sure you're always taken care of. A pledge that your Touchstone Energy Cooperative honors each and every day. When it comes to keeping things running smoothly or getting them back on track when they're not, we've got you. Always.
RLM Underground has been committed to quality and customer satisfaction since opening our doors in 2016. As a full-service provider in the telecommunications industry, RLM offers underground and aerial construction, fiber splicing and testing, and much more. Fiber, it's the future of telecommunications, and RLM is making sure they are at the forefront. RLM Underground.
Attention viewers, this is your exclusive invitation to the Stevens Absolute Estate Auction taking place Saturday, October 25th, 2025 at 10 a.m. in Springfield at 301 and 305 North Walnut Street. You'll have the chance to bid on 2 beautiful homes, fine china, antique furniture, seasonal decor, and more. Mark your calendars and bring your best bid. This is your chance to own a piece of Springfield history, beautifully bundled with timeless treasures.
Back at Panther Field on the campus of Elizabethtown High School. How good. Glad to have you alongside this evening. This is the Snappy Tomato Pizza pregame show. John Graves down the field with a familiar face from Nelson County. John?
Thanks, Al. You know, last week we were at Nelson County, and Matt was so busy running around, and I couldn't catch you. So I always like to get the ADs in and give them a chance to brag on their athletic programs and tell us all the cool things going on in Nelson County.
Yeah, you know, we're having a great year so far. Our boys and girls soccer, they've improved tremendously from last year. And, you know, as an athletic director, that's what you look for is progress from year to year. Our football program, we got an incredible staff here. Cross country has grown tremendously. Our youth, our littles, have really taken off there. Volleyball is doing great. We have a great coaching staff in place there. So it's exciting time at Nelson County with our athletics, and I look forward to the remainder of the fall, and then I really look forward to the winter because we got some new faces there too that I think everybody's
new faces for Nelson County, but not new faces in the 5th region.
That's right. But Coach Gilbert is going to do an incredible job. Of course, Trey does a great job. He's got a great group of girls returning, so the winter looks to be exciting as well. So.
You'll be seeing a lot of those winter sports on G&G, I promise you.
Good deal. Yeah.
Well, Matt, we appreciate you taking some time with us as always. So appreciate all the support Nelson County Athletics gives us.
Yep, absolutely. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Matt Reynolds, Athletic Director, Nelson County High School.
Thank you, John. Matt Reynolds, great guy.
Great guy, great athletic director. Yes,
yeah,
absolutely.
He's done a super job out there. Even, you know, trying to turn around a couple of programs, even outside the basketball and football reigns.
Yeah, and they've even done some upgrades to the gymnasium over the summer. I saw a new Cardinal light in the locker room for football. So Nelson County Athletics are on the rise right now.
Well, the Bill Broadus Field is really just an amazing facility, too. If you go there, the locker rooms, they've done a lot of work there for the football program. So I know Josh Boston is very happy about that.
Yeah, and that's a key, too. You know, Josh Boston, Coach Gilbert, Reynolds has made great hires time after time. Trey Dugan with the Lady Cardinals programs got them on the rise. They're going to be a lot of fun to watch in the 19th District this year.
Well, I think we're going to continue our pregame here this evening as John Graves is down the field. Tyler Mattingly is in his first year as head coach of the Elizabethtown Panthers. Let's go to them now, John.
Thanks, Al. First year as an E-Town Panthers head coach, not first year coaching. And I said during our A block, I've got a picture somewhere, and I'm going to post it on G&G of a 3-year-old Tyler Mattingly sitting down with Washington County jersey on. So
back in the Commander days.
So, you know, hey, welcome to G&G, Coach.
Hey, we're excited to be here. I've followed you guys, and y'all are doing a great job. Glad we're here in E-Town.
Well, we're thrilled to have you. So, well, how's the first year been here in E-Town?
Second year, but
Sorry.
Hey, it's been a massive change from year 1 to year 2, and that's all credit to our kids buying into what we've kind of instilled in them in the off season, and that's where it all starts. So,
what is the dynamic of being a Panther? What is y'all's philosophy on football?
Yeah, well, I mean, we believe in being the fastest, toughest team, right? So we're not saying we're going to be the biggest team. We're not saying that we're going to look the most physically imposing, but we want to play so fast at the snap that it's just all mindset, toughness football, So that's our mindset every game.
Before we get into the game at hand, it is youth night here. There's a bunch of littles running around. How important is it for your high school program for those kids to be at a night like tonight?
It's everything, right? I think that's what makes E-Town High School so special is, I think that we are the only school in the county and in this area that truly has that feeder program like we do. So it's so special. I absolutely love it. I mean, they were here for our Panther Walk at 5:45, and you could just see how much they looked up to our kids. And I tell them that's what we're working for. So
all right, the business is hand.
That's right.
What do you expect out of Nelson County tonight?
They are going to make us work for it. You talking about, I think they're a really disciplined football team, but they're going to challenge us to be a disciplined football team because of what they do offense and defensive wise. Offensively, they're going to move, they're going to motion, they're going to shift, and they've got two guys in their quarterback and number 21 that I think can bust it at any time. So we've got to make sure we stop them. Those are the keys to victory for us. And then defensively, I think they changed their fronts and their coverages so much that, we're going to have to, at the beginning, we're going to have to see where they're at so we know how we're going to attack. And so, our kids are prepared for that, and so hopefully we'll go out and succeed.
I absolutely love it when I just throw a softball question up and the coach just runs through everything I'm going to ask, and I don't have to answer questions. Nobody wants to hear me talk. They want to hear from the coaches. So.
I've been around it for a little while, John.
Yes, you have. Tyler, look forward to it tonight.
Yes,
good luck tonight. Go Panthers, and we'll talk to you post-game.
Yes, sir. Thanks,
Tyler Mattingly, head coach, second year, Elizabethtown High School. Back up to you guys.
Yeah, that's the scary part. He's been around it for a while, and I remember him as well when he was just a little bitty tyke, and he's come along, and I stand corrected, in his second year here at Elizabethtown. And, of course, he had a great stellar start by working with his father, alongside him over at Central Hardin, going on into the Bowling Green area, Madison County area, and now here. I think, I think with this Elizabethtown program, the Panthers have always had a strong program. Mattingly fits that really need for them here.
He does, and I'm glad he brought up that, the feeder program. I've talked to so many coaches and athletic directors that they strive to have those programs for their teams. You think about, even with Matt Reynolds, we just, heard from a little bit ago, talking to him in the past, him and Joseph Peak and Thomas Nelson have really put an emphasis on trying to build those feeder programs so they can compete and, get up to the level, of a Bardstown, of an E-Town, and teams like that.
Sure, and you look at some of the players that we're going to be watching. I keep going to number 32. You're going to see a lot tonight, and that's Darian Bryant. He's just a sophomore, but there's a lot of sophomores on this team, but he's a leading rusher on this team.
Leading rusher, leading tackler. He is an absolute game wrecker on defense. He has accounted for 24% of his team's tackles this year. He flies around the football, flies around the field, knows where to be at the right time.
And I'll go on and emphasize a little bit more on that question I just asked you. Sophomores. He's going to have at least probably 60% of the kids out there playing tonight as sophomores on this team. That's the sign of a program that you're coming in year number 2 and building.
Yeah, and that goes back to the feeder programs. You have that continuity.
Indeed.
Everybody knows each other. They know their role. They have that relationship. They've built a character together, and that's why it's so important to have those feeder programs. And, you look at 3, 4, 5 of their top tacklers are all sophomores. I think their quarterback had written down just a sophomore. It's incredible how youthful they are, and you're already sitting at 3-1 on the season with that much youth.
Young team starting to build around it. He's a smart guy, Tyler Mattingly, head coach of the Elizabethtown Panthers. Keep it right here. We got more Snappy Tomato Pre-Game coming up for you in just a moment. All-American Plumbing coverage of high school football. Well, it's a G&G production. Looking for a dentist who truly cares about your family? Welcome to Bowen Dental in Springfield, where Dr. Katie Bowen is committed to exceptional care for the whole family. Stop by Bowen Dental's new location at 79 Bobolink Drive in Springfield. Bowen Dental, well, they're here to keep your family's smiles healthy and bright. Trust your family's dental care to a practice that feels like home. Bowen Dental in Springfield.
In a perfect world, you'd know exactly what you want to do with your life, and you'd have the time, money, and connections to make it happen. But in the real world, it's not always so easy. ECTC's Springfield campus is here to help. Get on the fast track to a high-demand career like electrical technology or industrial maintenance, or start with general education courses. ECTC is close to home with small class sizes and flexible schedules. Ready to get started? Visit elizabethtown.kctcs.edu or call 859-336-1361.
Caring creates healthier lives and healthier communities. And when it comes to healthcare, you can count on us. We have the expertise to care for you right here at home, whenever you need us. From delivering newborns to performing surgeries, annual screenings to emergency care, you can count on us to provide compassionate, high-quality healthcare to you and your family. From the routine to the unforeseen. Count on us.
Opening an account is easy at Farmers National Bank. We're here to help you get started. With options like secure checking, student checking, and even senior checking, we can help you find the account that best fits your current needs. Farmers National Bank. Local, friendly, ready to serve you.
Member FDIC.
Attention Springfield water and sewer customers. Starting July 1st, we're updating our billing policies to serve you better. Here's what you need to know. Payment arrangements will no longer be available. Bills are still due on the 15th, but now there's a 10-day grace period, giving you until the 25th before disconnection steps begin. And paying your bill is easier than ever. Choose Bank Draft, online, by phone, or use our Dropbox. Want extra peace of mind? Sign up for paperless billing. Fast, secure, and right on time. Have questions? Give us a call. Springfield Water and Sewer, serving you better every drop of the way.
Juggling careers, families, and dreams? Lance Taylor, State Farm Agent, is here to simplify your life. Whether it's protecting your car, your home, or even your side hustle, he will tailor coverage that fits your busy lifestyle. Need advice on renter's insurance, life insurance, or saving for the future? Lance and his team are ready to guide you every step of the way. Take control with confidence. Connect with Lance Taylor today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Back at Panther Field, how good. Jamie Murphy over here to my right. Alan Luckett, happy anniversary to you. He's not with us tonight, and he'll be back next Friday night. John Graves is down the field. You know, one thing that G&G has always strived to do is take care of our employees, and John picked up some double cheeseburgers and brought them in tonight, and I thought that was fantastic. But also we try and keep adding equipment to G&G, and tonight we unveil, I don't know what you call it, John. I think, you know, it's some kind of magical flying saucer Sean has there.
We're going to call it Sean 2.0, I think. It's a Flycam Galaxy rig, and, you know, some of the cool things that we've been able to do is bring the sideline cameras and some of that. And what he's got on is just a more ergonomical way to hold this sideline camera. Sean has done an amazing job throughout everything that we do with holding that camera very steady and getting the shot we want. And this is just a new piece of equipment that makes it a little easier on him. You know, we're down on this field. It's about 2.5 hours, and that camera gets a little heavy. So this is something we picked up this week, and we're unveiling tonight. It looks very impressive, and if you really, really like it, there's a spot right here on the back that we could put your logo if you wanted to sponsor this Flycam. So call the number below, and we'll be glad to hook you up. But the Flycam is on the sideline, guys.
I think you need to do the like and share thing for this now, John, on the, you know, right here.
Yeah, I tell you what, if you like the rig, give me a heart. If you like the rig, give me a like. If you love the rig, give me a heart. And everybody, if you care, hit the share.
I'd hit the like just because I hope it keeps us out of a workman's comp claim, you know. I'm not really supposed to say that, I think. I'll have to get my attorney to represent me on that one. But anyway, maybe it'll help us on that. That's what we're thinking about. But anything for our folks that love high school football, we're going to make sure to bring it to you. Sean does a great job, and good idea, Sean. And, yeah, I'd say packing that thing would be like packing 5-gallon buckets of water around after a while.
I can imagine. Thankfully, it cooled off a little bit for them.
We are just a few minutes away from the kickoff of Elizabethtown and Nelson County. Keep it right here. More Snappy Tomato Pizza pregame on the way. High school football brought to you by All-American Plumbing. Well, it's a G&G production.
Injured in a car crash? Don't face the insurance companies alone. Time is critical. Zach Chesser is a personal injury attorney specializing in motor vehicle collisions who will fight to get you the compensation you deserve. You pay nothing unless we win your case. That's right. You don't pay a dime unless we win. No recovery, no fee. Call Zach directly at 859-899-8821 for a free consultation. Offices, Lexington, Kentucky. This is an advertisement.
Parkview Home Center. For over 20 years, your team at Parkview has proudly served our customers and community. We are your local, independent source of quality building materials, from lumber, hardware, plumbing, electrical, PPG paint, and more. Professionals, handymen, and do-it-yourselfers welcome. Any project of any size, our team stands ready to assist. Located at 1109 Lincoln Park Road, Parkview Home Center. Home supplies from your hometown people.
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at DonFranklinAuto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
At Boone's Butcher Shop, we have over 3,000 square feet of retail space full of a large variety of fresh meats, cheeses, deli products, frozen foods, seasoning, and much more. Our preservative-free fresh meats provide a healthy peace of mind and a difference you can taste. Stop in and shop at Boone's Butcher Shop, 100 Old Bloomfield Pike, Bardstown, Kentucky.
Injured in an accident, the insurance company's being unreasonable, call us at Mattingly, Sims, Robinson, and McCain. You deserve individualized attention. Our attorneys are prepared to vigorously advocate for you with compassion. Being located right here in the heart of Central Kentucky, you don't have to travel to the big city to receive superior results. To us, you're more than just a number. At Mattingly, Sims, Robinson, McCain, you are part of our community.
This is an advertisement.
Need a ride? Cat's Transportation is here for you. Serving Marion, Nelson, Breckenridge, LaRue, and Grayson counties, we offer general public transportation for all ages, any income, and individuals with disabilities. We provide handicap-accessible, door-to-door service, helping our elderly and anyone facing transportation challenges. Wherever you need to go, Cat's gets you there. Cat's Transportation, meeting all your transportation needs.
Back again at Elizabethtown High School, Panther Field. How good. Jamie Murphy will be going to John Graves in just a moment as he'll be talking with Nelson County head coach Josh Boston. A lot of excitement around Josh Boston. Tell me what you've heard in Nelson.
Lots of good things, nothing negative. He's done a great job stepping in. I think he inherited a really good roster, but he's put the right pieces, and most importantly, I think he's made Cam Morley, the quarterback, a lot more comfortable in his system this year than he was a year ago.
John Graves has him down the field right now. John?
Coach, welcome back to G&G 2 weeks in a row. How was practice last week? Last week?
So film session was big, and we talked about that coming out of last week's game. We knew we had to have a good film session and learn from our mistakes that we made. We knew going into the game, Bardstown had the speed to break anything, and if we're not in the right spots, how vital that could be. And so, film session on Sunday was good. The kids absorbed it. Had a good week of practice.
So they was able to flush last week and get ready for E-Town tonight. This is a district game, so this game means a little bit more for postseason activities. How important are seniors to getting that across to your team?
Well, we started that message last Friday night after the game, and last Friday night's game, hurt your pride a little bit, right. But at the same time, that game doesn't do anything for the rest of the season. Right. This was when the real games start. We had to make sure that we learned from last Friday night, and then we had good leadership from our seniors carrying over, understanding that now's the money games.
All right. What do you expect out of E-Town tonight? What are they going to do?
Yeah, good football team. Well organized. They get the ball in number 3's hands. He's a really good football player. Do a good job with that. Do a good job with oversets and trying to get you outnumbered, and just got to make sure we line up right and do what we're supposed to do.
I know for your team, Noah Sokolsky is not dressing tonight. Yep. How's he feeling? Is he progressing on his with
protocol? He'll be back next week. Yeah, he's progressing good. Actually, even after the game Friday night, responding to questions well and things like that, and so he didn't have that drag that most kids have, and so came back Monday, Sunday. He was at film on Sunday, and so everything's good, and he'll be back next week.
I talked to him fourth quarter of that game and said, "Man, you look cool with the sunglasses on." So. What do you all have to do well tonight?
We got to not shoot ourselves in the foot. We had the ball on the goal line so many times last week, and we just shot ourselves in the foot and couldn't get points out of it. And we did that to ourselves. And so the kids just had to understand, we've got to make sure we're efficient, we're effective, and we're doing things right. And so we don't get down into good situations like that and hurt ourselves.
Coach, appreciate it. We'll catch you after the game.
Thanks, sir. Go Cards.
Go Cards. Josh Boston, the head coach, Nelson County Cardinals. Hal, back up to you.
Thank you, John. Jamie, I like his savvy. I mean, he really does bring across a good, positive, and confident image.
He does, and that's what you need for a program, especially a team that only won a couple of games last season. But I think he recognizes the talent is there. Just you got to get the message across to the players, and I think he's done a really good job of that. Like I said earlier, he's done a great job with Cam Morley. His numbers aren't quite, trajecting towards the 2,000 passing yards season, but he's cut down on turnovers. Had 11 picks last year, only one so far this season. He's a dual threat quarterback that can get it done through the air and on the ground.
We're going to talk about youth football here because we're going to get a chance to show you these up-and-coming Elizabethtown Panthers. It's youth football night, and you talked about it earlier. I'll just go back to you again. It's so important to have a youth program in your community, and Elizabethtown does it right.
Yeah, these kids are going to grow up, from, Pee-wee to flag football, playing together, being together for their entire, football career. And that's going to result in a lot of winning and a lot of wins here for the E-Town Panther football program.
I want to say hello to my good friend here in Elizabethtown, Rick Games. I think he's watching this evening. Rick, I wish you were out here with us tonight. I'd love to see you. We've got to get together soon. But Andy came by and said hello. His son, Andy Games, who's the Economic Development Director here in Elizabethtown. Love the Games family. Rick, hope you and Vicky are having a good evening. Should be a good ball game. Keep it right here. We got more pregame coming up. As a matter of fact, how about 13 minutes and 51 seconds away? That's where we are with our coverage. It's all right here on G&G Productions, brought to you by All-American Plumbing. High school football. It's a G&G production.
Looking for your perfect home? Discover the world of possibilities in the Bardstown real estate market with someone who truly knows the area. Doug Brink, a trusted Bardstown resident and experienced realtor with United Real Estate. Whether you're buying or selling, Doug brings hometown knowledge and big-time results. Call 502-724-6570 or visit DougBrinkRealtor.com today. Doug Brink, your key to Bardstown living.
If you want to live here and live in a nice subdivision on a golf course, you can live in it. If you want to live here, have a baby farm out in the country, you can have it here. You want to buy land to hunt, fish, and do that, we have it all right here in Marion County.
You can be whatever you want to in Marion County.
So financial advantages, huge. The beauty, the people. I mean, it all seems like cliches, but oh my gosh, it's the truth.
You work hard your entire career. Let Thoroughbred Asset Management help you finish strong and get across the finish line.
We have access to all types of investments. We have the tools and strategies that we need to help make your goals become reality.
And we will work in your best interest to help you succeed.
Come see us here at Thoroughbred and we can help do the hard work for you.
Looking for top-notch HVAC services in Springfield, Kentucky? Well, look no further than Smith's Contracting, LLC. For over 20 years, Wesley and Abby Smith have built a reputation for excellence with honesty, integrity, and unmatched service. From AC installation and furnace setup to HVAC repair and cleaning, we've got you covered. Smith's Contracting, where our values keep you comfortable. Call us today at 859-336-5200 or 866-351-0112.
Central Kentucky Head Start offers the best preschool experience for children as they prepare for kindergarten. Head Start services include nutritious meals and snacks, mental health, behavioral health, occupational therapy, and speech therapy service for children, all at no cost to families. Head Start believes that families are the first teachers for our children, and we will work with you to help your child have a wonderful, holistic preschool experience. We are accepting applications for new students. Visit our website to give your child the Head Start your child deserves.
Since 1919, Conway Heaton has proudly served Kentucky drivers as the oldest Ford dealership in the state. For over a century, we've been helping families find the right car, truck, or SUV with hometown service you can count on. At Conway Heaton, we're big enough to serve you and small enough to know you. Come see us in Bardstown today. Conway Heaton Ford, celebrating over 100 years of tradition, service, and community. Here again at Elizabethtown High School, Hal Good, Jamie Murphy, John Graves down on the field getting ready for Elizabethtown and Nelson County. We talked a lot about Elizabethtown. We haven't jumped on Nelson County and talked about their offense, but there's no question for Nelson County. I've been pretty impressed with what I've seen out of Cam Morley. He's their senior. Nice quarterback, nice versatile ball player.
He is, like I said earlier, a dual threat. He can get it done on the ground, get it done through the air, and just much more poised in the pocket this year, making better decisions, not forcing things down the field. That's credit to Coach Boston for that.
We're going to have our national anthem. As everyone rises, we'll take a moment for the national anthem by the Elizabethtown Marching Band. Elizabethtown Marching Band with our national anthem. As we're getting ready to get things started here this evening. Beautiful night, as John mentioned earlier, here in Elizabethtown. We're glad to have you alongside. Please tell your neighbors and friends that the game of the week on G&G is going to be Elizabethtown taking on Nelson County. And if you're on Facebook, make sure to give a like and a share for this game this evening. As we were saying before the national anthem, we talked about Morley, but Morley definitely has some good folks to go to. And I thought against the Bardstown, I thought Jacob Reynolds, number 21, had a big game.
Yeah, he's always been one of my favorite players to watch going back to covering Nelson County football. You know, as a sophomore and a junior, he's really made a big step forward this year as a senior. Leads the team in receiving and leads the team in total touchdowns. He has 2 pick sixes on the season on the defensive side of the football. For the Nelson County Cardinals this season.
What's it going to take? What do you look for a Nelson County win here this evening?
I think it's splash plays on defense. You look at their numbers on defense. You know, they give up 150 yards on the ground, got gashed last week by Bardstown. But again, you're maybe 1 or 2 tackles away from setting that edge and making a tackle and completing the play from holding Bardstown in check. But they're really defense that takes advantage of other teams' mistakes. They've got 7 sacks on the season. They've forced 5 fumbles and recovered 5 fumbles. They have 8 interceptions, 3 defensive touchdowns. I think it's going to take a play like that. I do think E-Town's the better team, but Nelson County's defense, again, gives up a lot of yards, but they're opportunistic with the ball. So if they can force a couple of turnovers and take advantage of them, they turned Bardstown over 3 times last week and didn't capitalize. And when you turn a team over like that, you've got to turn it into points.
Got in the red zone, couldn't score. Yes, I think that hurt Nelson County as well. But how do you stop number 32 for Elizabethtown? Bryant, he's such a monster in there. He can really make some things happen.
He is an animal. They've got some good running backs down here in Hardin County. You go over to Pittman over at John Hardin.
That's correct.
Number 32 here with E-Town. I don't think you really shut him down. You try to limit him. And if you're Nelson County, again, go back to the offense, try to keep that E-Town defense on the field and keep he'll be on the field on defense as well. He's a force on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah,
but
from what I can tell, he does such a good job on both.
Yeah, so I think you want to try to control the football, control time of possession, and limit the amount of touches he gets on offense.
Yeah, I think that's all going to be helpful. It's all still quite a challenge for either ball club here this evening as they come in, both 3-1. This is a district game tonight for both these teams, their first district game of the year. Just to revamp for Nelson County, started out the year with a win over Shelby County, a win over DeSales, a win over Thomas Nelson easily, and then lost to Bardstown. First 4 games, your thoughts?
Yeah, I still think a team trying to identify who they are, because you look at the opponent's records of who they've beaten. It's a combined 2-10. But you look at E-Town as well. Their opponents they've beaten are a combined 1-11, and both have lost to Bardstown. So I think you're still trying to get a feel for exactly who you are. But I wouldn't sleep on that DeSales win for Nelson County. That program's a bit down this year, but a team in Jefferson County that's down, still a really tough challenge for a team outside of the state. So
one that's down, still a really good team.
Yeah, that's a really good win for Nelson County.
And for Elizabethtown, a loss to Bardstown, only by 3 in the first game, but wins over Central, LaRue, and Meade. Quite handily, or I thought easy margin.
Yep, and Meade County gave them a bit of a game last week, 18-7 win for E-Town. Meade County able to hold them to their lowest offensive output on the season. So I'm sure Nelson County really paid attention to that film and going to try to replicate what Meade County was able to do last week.
Getting ready for the Relay for Life. Toss of the coin. Down there I see Noah Smith. River of Life out there right now for Nelson County Bailey. Javon Bailey, number 15. For Elizabethtown, Williams is out there. He's number 15. Logan Meredith wears number 31. You got Dakota Grissom, number 55. 56, Noah Smith. Let's now go to John Graves down the field for the River of Life Community Church coin toss.
All right. First off, my name is Mr. Bush. I'm the referee for today's game. All right. First, I want to say good luck. And I want everybody to finish this game safely, all right? Both teams got that. That's Mr. Froge. He's my umpire. Uniforms, fellas, make sure your uniforms are covered. That means your shoulder pads got to be covered, back plate got to be covered, and if I can see your knees, just go ahead and run off to the sidelines because you can't play until your knees are covered up. Both teams got that? All right. Sportsmanship. Nelson going to talk to Nelson. E-Town going to talk to E-Town. Anything that's going to be cross-talk, make sure it's complimentary while you he gets somebody up and saying, great job. Or if not, just talk to yourself, all right? Sir. All right. Now, we have the pleasure today. We have the Dupin family here, and that they're going to do our coin toss today and honor my friend, because I call football with him, Jackie Dupin, and we're going to go ahead and let them do the coin toss. But I'm going to show you my coin. This is going to be my head, and the football is my tail. That's what we're going to do. Okay, and just do it high enough and let it fall. We're going to let it hit the ground, all right? Okay, if I do it that way. You do it that way? Before you do so, I got to ask what you going to call? Here, he's going to call heads.
I'll call heads. Guys, you all saw the heads, you saw the tails. I'll throw it up there and catch it. If I drop it, we're going to pick it up and do it again, okay? Yes, sir. It's the tail.
All right, tails. All right. E-Town won the toss. You got options. Defer the second half. Defer the second half. Receive a kick or defend the goal. Defer the second half. Won the toss and defer. And you want the football. Which goal you want to defend? Just turn your back which way you want to kick that football.
I want to face the scoreboard.
You want to face the scoreboard now? Okay, go ahead over. All right. You're going to receive it over here. All right? Good luck, both.
So Nelson County will come out. They want the ball, and they want it early. It's Elizabethtown and Nelson County. District game for you. We got all the action for you here tonight. All-American Plumbing coverage of high school football. It's a G&G production.
Here's a question. How can something like floor mats help improve your business? How can this give your employees more confidence to do that? How can safety glasses make your company more productive? And how can the way you look change the way customers see you? For over 1 million companies, the answer is simple. Cintas. So to help keep your business well-equipped, clean, and looking its best, get Cintas. And get ready for the workday.
Since 1951, Danville Office Equipment has dedicated itself to providing personal service and superior office products for our customers. We take a lot of pride in their success because that's how we measure ours. Danville Office Equipment, Danville, Lebanon, and Somerset.
Quick look at the Elizabethtown Panthers as they get ready for Nelson County here this evening. Wearing the dark jerseys with the dark blue, the old gold pants and helmets. Nice crowd on hand. This is, again, a beautiful facility. I'm not sure how old it is. I've called some games in radio here before, but just a tremendous facility here on the high school campus.
Yeah, it's been about 5 years or so since I've been here, and it looks a little bit different. And the baseball stadium looks brand new out to our right-hand side as well. So gorgeous facilities here at E-Town, great hospitality, and should be a great matchup between Nelson County and E-Town here tonight.
Nelson won the ball. They won the ball early, and they got it. So good thing, bad thing, or it doesn't matter until you get into the game?
I don't think it matters to get into the game, but you always like to try to get that double dip at halftime if you're the offense. Score going into the locker room and come back out and score again. Can really help you take control of a football game. But obviously a lot of football between now and halftime to be covered.
Nelson County, white jerseys, the white pants with the red letters, red numbers, and the red helmets. As they'll be making their way out into the field this evening. Sit back, relax. Don't forget, you can jump right on your smart TV, go to Roku, and just like downloading Netflix, that wouldn't be just like Netflix. You download it the same way, but we're not going to send you a bill at the end of the month. I still get my Netflix bill at the end of the month.
That keeps going up.
But G&G don't. It keeps going up, too. But G&G don't do it that way. We do it live and free. That's how we roll. So roll with us tonight. Kicking for Elizabethtown. We'll get all that ready to go here in just a moment. Graydon Emmon is going to kick for Elizabethtown.
Yep, got Chance Good and Hagan Sims back to return, and Sims a very explosive player for Nelson County.
Sims had a great game against Bardstown last week.
And we talked about earlier how to get an advantage. If you can get a good kickoff return here, set that momentum, and try to get up to that 30, 40-yard line, give yourself good field position, that could be a great way to start the game, and Sims is certainly capable of ripping off a big kickoff return.
Well, Emmon, from what I saw last week, if I were Emmon, I don't know about kicking it to Good or to Sims, either one. I mean, I'd kick away from Sims just from the type of game he had last week.
Absolutely. Want to try to pooch it maybe to the 20 or knock it through the end zone.
I love his play. So we're about ready to get underway. Elizabethtown will be kicking away. Left to right on your screen. And away we go. Emmon. High kick as Sims runs to take it on the run at the 15, 20, 25. Look at him go. 30 on his feet still to the 37-yard line. Big run back, a tackle in there by Curry for Elizabethtown.
Yep, and Curry tracks him down from behind, and we said it, get to that 30 or 40-yard line, get yourself some good field position, and Cam Worley comes out on offense with great field position to start this game.
Don't you like the way Sims just came? He saw the ball coming. It was a high kick, knew he could be under pressure, took it on the run, and away he went.
Had zero doubt that he was taking that ball back.
So 1st and 10 from the Nelson County 35 is where they'll mark it. In the backfield for Nelson County be Grant Cox. He's a senior running back. Top back there is going to be Jacob Reynolds, one of the wideouts we talked about. And now we go with Cam Morley. Morley to Cox. No, he'll keep it. As he thought he went to Cox, keeps it, but didn't fool that Elizabethtown defense.
Yep, E-Town a good job there, setting that edge and not letting Morley get around. A little surprised they went with a quarterback run there on the opening play.
Kinzer for Elizabethtown to put the stop on. They're going to say a 1-yard loss.
We talked in the pregame about all the super sophomores E-Town has, and Antonio Kinzer, one of those sophomores, making his presence known early.
2nd down and 11. 2 wideouts to the left, 1 to the right. In the backfield for Nelson County will be Mentor, Derek Mentor, number 22. Snap. Back to throws Morley. Getting some problem now. He'll just tuck it under. I don't know if he got back to the original line of scrimmage. Panthers all over him. Tackle in there by Sands.
And I think Morley didn't give that route for his receiver enough time to develop. Kind of panicked and left the pocket a little too early for my liking. I think he could have sat in there for a little while. You had Reynolds one-on-one at the top of the screen.
3rd down and 11. Ball resting on the 34-yard line.
That's
Look
where
at there. Trips to the right, one wide out to the left. Oh, official timeout.
Maybe the issue with the clock still rolling along.
So now what they're doing?
Well,
something they didn't like. Something on the clock. Oh, yeah, they're moving it back. I guess they're moving it back. No, I don't guess they are. They kept it running. Well, here we go. How about 3rd and long? Didn't catch it, but 3rd and long. Here we go with Morley. Back to throw. Plenty of time. Rolls to the right. Still looking. He's under pressure. Passes it downfield. Just throws it out of bounds. He just could not get anybody open and just had too much pressure from Elizabethtown.
Yeah, a lot of pressure there. And I still think kind of abandoning the pocket a little bit too early. If he stays in there and gives his receivers a few more seconds to throw. But, maybe seeing some of that film, he's got some, maybe ghosts in his head with that E-Town defensive line.
Yeah, he saw the shadows, that's for sure. Elizabethtown now line up to receive. Hagen Sims will punt. Back for Elizabethtown, Zechariah Williams. Sims, a great punt. Williams back, takes it at the 25, and he's going to be held up, breaks the tackle, still stopped at the 25-yard line. Couldn't break away. Good stop in there by Cox for Nelson County. Let's go down the field to John Graves. John?
Checked with the official on that stoppage a minute ago. He saw the drone coming up that's – I don't think you can see it on our cameras, but it's in that far end zone. It's what E-Town uses for that end zone camera. They've got a drone that is flying.
Oh, I see it. There we go. We got a shot of it, John.
Okay, 30 feet off the ground, and it's their end zone camera. So technology is such a great thing.
Sean Allen will be over there wanting to check that out in a minute. Here we go, 1st and 10. Little lob, left side. Oh, halfback option. There's the pass. Downfield, flags down, incomplete. Let's watch that one again. Here's your Bowen instant replay. Jamie, can you lead me through it?
I can. One-on-one coverage here on the outside, on the inside of the play, and I think Good got his hands in there and kind of turned the receiver around, and they threw that flag pretty quickly on Good. And they'll call that all day as long as you have those hands on them.
First down, though, going for the what I would call a trick play. It's something you don't see very often. So a sideline warning against Elizabethtown. So their first warning. I don't see too many. When you see that much contact, I guess I just don't see a flag on the sideline for a sideline warning to be called.
Well, so I was wondering because they went their
I
way.
thought maybe you were more correct on that than anybody.
Not sure why you'd be upset, but maybe they.
Here we go, Ethan Shelton. So now, it looks like they're going back. Let's go down to John. John, what do they got going on down there?
So it was a sideline warning, and typically you get a warning and it's no penalty. But this time the referee ran into somebody, so that's an immediate penalty. So that's going to back the ball up, and instead of 1st and 10, it looks like it's going to be 1st and 20. So everybody on this E-Town sideline trying to get back now.
How about 15 yards on that? How about 1st and 25? Wow, that was a big penalty. Ethan Shelton's the quarterback. He's just a sophomore. Antonio Kinzer is in the backfield. He'll get the fake. They're going to pass again, looking downfield. It's going to be complete. Caught by Hagee. Hagee reels it in. Maybe a first down. Let's watch that one again. That was a great play.
An incredible catch there. And the defender, number 15, Javon Bailey, just never got his head turned around. E-Town really making an effort to attack this Nelson County secondary early in the game. And what an incredible route, incredible throw, great catch.
Thank you, Bowen Dental, for your sponsorship of the instant replay. So first down, got a personal foul on Nelson County. Roughing the passer. So add 15 yards onto that, 2 15-yard penalties. I don't think we've even played 2 minutes yet. Well, we have.
You got to keep your composure if you're Nelson County. You don't
already in Nelson County territory. First down. Fake. Pass left side. Going to be complete to Hagee. Look at it go. 40, 30, 20. Nice juke boot at the 15 all the way down to the 11. I got to say it again. Let's watch that one again. Here's your Bowen Dental instant replay.
And E-Town playing a really fast-paced offense, kind of running a little bit of a no-huddle here early in this game and using a lot of play action and doing a great job of that play action of keeping Nelson County second-guessing whether it's going to be a pass or a run.
We'll keep it right here as the end and around has it from the far side. That's going to be Ratcliffe. Ratcliffe 5. Ratcliffe into the end zone. Touchdown. Let's see if we got this one on the instant replay. I love the end and around. A quick score by Elizabethtown. Let's do the instant replay.
Yeah, but again, E-Town offensively, play action, keeping a lot of guys in that backfield, keeping that Nelson County defense guessing, and they just, totally on their heels on that drive. A lot of player motion, a lot of play action, and kept Nelson County guessing.
Big score indeed for Elizabethtown. Now for the extra point. We'll go down to John Graves for our call, the extra point.
All right.
Let's go to John.
So after the play, we've got a dead ball personal foul taunting against E-Town. They will assess that on the kickoff. So now we're in I think you're going to get a kick here. Graydon Emmon. Yep, I am correct. Ethan Shelton is your holder.
Inman set to attempt the point after out of the hold of Shelton.
Shelton gives the signal. Good snap, good hold. Extra point is money.
Thank you, John. Through the uprights and good. And Elizabethtown will strike early. It's E-Town 7, Nelson County 0. All-American Plumbing coverage of high school football. It's a G&G production. All-American Plumbing takes pride in delivering top-notch plumbing services to our clients. Our commitment is excellence and customer satisfaction, which has helped All-American Plumbing build a solid reputation over the years. Trust us with all your sink, tub, and shower needs. Water heater installation and replacement, water line installation and repair. All-American Plumbing offers reliable service, and you can trust us. If you're looking for a top-quality new construction or custom home plumbing service, contact Brian Graves, All-American Plumbing, serving Central Kentucky. Pat Mattingly Trucking, a local family-owned and operated transportation business. They offer many transportation services. Good people providing good service. Pat Mattingly Trucking Company in Springfield. Couple big plays, one penalty, Jamie. Big score for Elizabethtown, extra point good. It's 7-0 Panthers.
Yep, huge way to start the game for the E-Town Panthers. And sometimes those first drives are scripted. You work on those first 8-9 plays throughout the week in practice. So we'll see how the Nelson County defense recovers. But E-Town offensively used a lot of player motion in the backfield and a lot of play action. And Nelson County just had no idea whether it was going to be a run or a pass. And they just, got gashed with several big plays on the opening drive.
Well, in Nelson County, they couldn't get anything going on their first possession, offensive possession. They really got to pick it up this time. It's going to be picked up by Max Moore, number 5 of Nelson County, 35-40, 45 to the 46. Good run back and good tackle in there by Elizabethtown's Ethan McCrae.
And good starting field position again for Nelson County. Want to see, just get a couple of first downs on this drive and kind of get your feet back underneath of you after that hot start by E-Town.
How do you make your changes from your first offensive possession if you're coming in and you're a Nelson County coach, Josh Boston? What'd you see you didn't like?
I'd imagine, probably get a little more, more dominant and physical up front. Cam Morley wasn't comfortable in the pocket on those first 3 dropbacks. Was just really rushing it and then abandoning early.
Morley and Cox back there, and Cox will get it straight up the middle. 49-50 to the 49. Good run. Tackle in there by Stewart and McCarty for Elizabethtown.
Yep, that's much more like it. Put yourself a second and short, and this kind of opens the playbook. You can run, you can pass when it's, 2nd and 5 or less.
Cox could be a hard-nosed runner. Senior on this team. Lays his head down, straight into the defense. 2nd down and 5. After a 5-yard gain by Cox. Cam Morley, senior quarterback for Nelson County, out of the shotgun. Morley takes the snap, back to throw, looking left, throws left. It's going to be incomplete. Boy, that ball just smacked away by Elizabethtown. Logan Meredith, I think, got a hand on it.
They got the big paw up there and swatted it down. May have had an open Jacob Reynolds here towards the 50-yard line, but the pass never got there in time.
3rd down and 5. Just underway in the first quarter of play. 7:52 to go. Moore and Reynolds, both wides, and a jump. Change of the call, and Elizabethtown jumped. We call it the old secret play, Jamie. Offsides Panthers. Let's see if that's enough for the first down. That 5 should give it to them. Yeah.
Yep.
They had a good 5 on that first run for Cox. 1st and 10, Nelson County.
And that's big. Kind of, again, get your feet underneath of you. You got your first down of the game, and now you can try to settle into your offense.
4 fresh plays. So we'll see Nelson County moving downfield with Cam Morley. Morley. One man in motion, that's Sims. Takes a snap, back to throw, rolls to the left. Now he'll tuck it under and run. Caught in the middle, but now he lays his head down, gets to the 42, maybe the 41-yard line. Not much of a gain.
Yep, Logan Meredith there on the stop there for the E-Town Panthers. And a lot of good play design there, but good job by the E-Town defense to not be fooled and stay to their assignments and able to track down Morley.
Big Meredith there on the stop, big 31 for Elizabethtown. This guy he's a big guy. They got a big line, Jamie.
They have a massive line. And one, we haven't seen yet is number 32, Darian Bryant.
I know. That's the one you get anticipated, you see the numbers, and you want to wait and see, but we'll see what happens. Here's Morley. Sims in motion. Morley, the fake, the pass. Sims, the catch. Down the field, 30. Downfield, 25. Downfield to the 21. Good play by Nelson County. Let's watch that again. Jamie, look at Morley as he goes back, finds Sims, and Sims in the open space. In that open field, he does great.
Great blocking there, trying to see number 72 there for Nelson County. Set that edge. Charles Stevenson, good block there on the screenplay. And again, Nelson County looks a lot more composed and settled in on this offensive series.
Much more confident on this offensive series. But we saw against Bardstown when they get down in the red zone, really just can't get it into the pay dirt. Let's see what happens. Morley. Makes the call, takes the snap. The fake. Rolls to the left. Looking, lobs it downfield. Incomplete. Good was the intended receiver. So incomplete. 2nd down.
And good decision by Morley. Didn't force the play. Gave his receiver the chance to get a hand on it and keep it away from the defense.
2nd down and 10. Ball resting on the 22.
And we'll see here if they go back to maybe Morley's legs on those designed quarterback runs to kind of set yourself up for a 3rd and short situation.
There, trips to the left on the wideouts. One wide out to the right. Boy, they're looking pass. Now they'll move back around. Cox will come to that backfield. Snap. Back for the pass is Morley. Morley over the middle. Fires it inside for the complete pass all the way to the 10-yard line. Big catch in there by Kelly. Brent Kelly reeled it in for Nelson County. Another 1st down.
Yeah, beautiful throw there by Cam Morley. Gave his receiver a shot at the ball and did a good job. Staying in the pocket, stepped up, zip that ball through a couple of defenders.
Yeah, enough for a 1st down, so it's 1st and goal for Nelson County on the 10. Nelson County line up on all sides. Morley gets it over to Cox. Cox into the end zone. How about that? 10 yards out. Touchdown, Nelson County. Let's watch that one again. Nice job by Grant Cox.
Yep, good job getting on the edge there. And yeah, that play was set up by those design runs earlier by Morley. Defense kind of bid on that and left the running back all by his lonesome.
I loved his left-right move. That was really great. Let's go down to John Graves. John?
Your long snapper for Nelson County is Jacob Reynolds. Morley, your holder. And your Tanner Shaw with the kick up, no doubt, money.
All-American Plumbing coverage of high school football. Well, it is a G&G production.
Snap, snap, Snappy Tomato Pizza.
We make your pizza with our authentic recipe.
Snappy Tomato Pizza.
We hand stretch the dough and it's made fresh daily.
Snappy Tomato Pizza. We are dedicated to making the best. We'd like you to put it to the test.
Call 859-336-9888 or order online at snappytomato.com.
At 3D Graphics in Bardstown, we turn your ideas into reality. Family owned and passionate since 1992. From artwork and embroidery to screen printing and varsity jackets. If you can think it, we can make it. Visit us today.
Big score indeed by Nelson County. They really needed that for confidence more than anything, Jamie.
Yeah,
Tied up at 7-all.
Yeah, that's a huge drive because, last week you fall behind the Bardstown 14-0, and you feel like you got to chase. And that kind of throws you off your game script. You got, not necessarily abandon the run game, but you want to throw the ball more. But I think that's going to be more of a 50-50, run-pass team, kind of like John mentioned there in the pregame show. Got 3 returnmen for
Back is going to
E-Town.
be, they got 3 back there. Ratcliffe, Williams, Bryant, all back there. See how they kick it away. Oh, it's going to be a short kick. Bounces at the 40. I think that thing was touched. I'm not so sure that ball was touched. Nelson may have that ball. Let's see what they say down there. We might have to replay this one and watch it ourselves. Well, let's go down on the field to John Graves. John, what did you see?
That far sideline referee is saying it was touched out of bounds by E-Town, knocked out of bounds, so it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Panthers. So I think Nelson County may have gotten it, but I think they got it after the ball was out of bounds. And the coaching staff for Nelson County doing a lot of politicking over there to see if they can get the call go their way.
We got time to watch it again, guys? Let's see if we can pull that up real quick and see if we can watch that kick. There you go, Jamie.
Yeah.
Take a look at it.
That was a hard angle for us to see here in the booth, but E-Town didn't react like they touched the football. So
Yeah,
I do think it ended up going out of bounds. So you see the E-Town players, they're never really dove after it or scurried for it. So I think that was probably the right call down there on the field.
We'll have to buy us another camera and get Sean to take care of it on the other side of the field.
Put him in 2 places at one time.
John, get to working on that budget, man. So look at this lineup. Trips to the right. Look at him in that wish. And the ball pops loose. Falls into the backfield. Chuck couldn't hang on to it. Man, he falls on it on the 21. Big time hit in there by Nelson County's Xavier Lawson.
And plays like that are drive killers. We saw them last drive. E-Town had a couple of penalties, got set back in a 1st and 25 situation, were able to overcome it. So got to stay alert in that Nelson County secondary.
Ethan Shelton, he's the quarterback, just a sophomore. 2nd down and 21. Hagee lines up at the bottom of this on the 3 wideouts. In the backfield is going to be Kinzer. Passing play, Shelton over the left side, incomplete. Intended that time for Kinzer, incomplete. It's 3rd down.
Yep, and a busted play there by E-Town, the running back. I don't think I ever saw that football coming his way. And they put trips down here on the near side of the field. Thought for sure they'd take a deep shot. Had 3 receivers lined up one-on-one with that Nelson County secondary.
3rd down and 21. 5:06 to go in the first.
Got to be smart here in the secondary for Nelson County. Don't get a cheap little 5-yard penalty or get caught holding or anything here on 3rd and long.
Shelton rolls to the right. In trouble, goes down on the good pursuit in there by Nelson County's mentor, number 22. Let's go down to John Graves. John?
Derek Minter, as you were talking about, wears number 22. He's also wearing a Guardian helmet. He is one that went down at that Bardstown Nelson County game back in basketball and landed on his head. That game, how you remember that game?
I remember that one.
And so he's wearing a Guardian cap on his helmet to limit concussions.
They'll come after this one, but Panthers able to punt it away. Fair catch by Nelson, but it's downed by Elizabethtown in Elizabethtown territory at the 48. So penalty, ball snapped over the head, and a punt that was really a punt that was chased down by Nelson County. Nelson County's back in good field position.
They're in great field position, and, E-Town kind of lost their composure after that dominating opening drive and really opening segment defensively and offensively. You can kind of feel the momentum shifting towards the Cardinals. And back to that sack by Mentor. Man, what a great pursuit to get through the edge. And, I know he didn't touch him. He'll get credited for the sack, hopefully, but led the team in tackles, and you can see why right there as he flew to that football.
1st and 10, Nelson County on the Elizabethtown 48. They're moving downfield with Cam Morley. Morley flips it over to the left-hand side. Away we go with Bailey. Bailey to the 40, knocked out of bounds at the 38, maybe the 37-yard line.
Yep, another great screenplay there. We've seen Nelson County go to that a lot on that last drive that led to a touchdown. And those are just nice, safe, easy throws to kind of build that confidence for Morley.
First down for Nelson County. So it'll be 1st and 10 on the 38 for the Cardinals. Josh Boston always working over there if you look on the far side of the field. Pacing up and down that sideline, but really giving attention to his players out there. Big first down. 2 wideouts left, 1 to the right. Here we go with Morley. Out of the shotgun. The snap. The keeper, straight up the middle. Not much on that, maybe a yard or 2. Called in there by Chance McCarty. It will be 2nd down and long.
You've got maybe a yard and a half on that, but it's okay because those kind of plays set up for, that run we saw for the touchdown moments ago for Nelson County. It keeps the defense kind of on their heels.
I don't guess we can emphasize enough. Can we say it enough that this is a district game? I mean, we really can't, can we?
We cannot. No, it's massive for postseason implications. It's only September, but, you're already thinking.
Hard to believe we're already thinking about that. Hard to believe we're already thinking about that. 2nd down and long.
And again, I got to credit this Nelson County offensive line. We've not called the name Darian Bryant one time tonight on defense.
Nope. Morley, the snap, rolls to the right for the pass. Here's the left-handed throw. Hit at the, I'm going to say the 28-yard line, close to a first down. Coming up with the ball on the far side. Nice catch.
That was Jacob Reynolds.
Reynolds with the catch. Number 21, senior wide receiver, big catch. Another big first down for Nelson County.
Yep, his first target tonight, hauls it in. Good sliding catch there. Good job on Morley throwing it. That's a difficult throw going across the field like that.
Especially, left-hander, the way he was going and was able to get that ball and just fire it in. Nice job. 1st and 10 on the 27. Cam Morley takes a snap. Keeper, right tackle. 25, maybe. Stood up at the 25. Gain of about a good 2, maybe 3.
Yeah. And Morley's little in stature, but runs hard.
Looks like maybe less than that, maybe 2. 2nd down, 8. 2nd down, a long 8.
So it looked a little better at first, and they spotted
sure
it. Right?
Did.
They moved it back a couple of yards.
Well, we saw that Panther defense as we saw earlier in this first quarter of play. They can be a really brick wall out there. This is a good defense by Elizabethtown. 2nd down and 9, they'll call it. Snap to Morley. The fake, the pass, hit at the 15 to the 10, down to the 9. What a great pass, and that went straight down the middle. Right into the hands of Hagan Sims. Sims reels it in.
Great throw, great catch there by Morley again. And now Nelson County kind of using some play action themselves in the backfield, just like E-Town did on their opening offensive possession that kept the Nelson County defense on their heels.
So how about another 1st and goal for Nelson County?
And they're 1 for 1 in this scenario tonight with that touchdown earlier. And you mentioned how last week that's kind of their bugaboo against Bardstown, not being able to capitalize in the red zone.
They're doing well tonight, that's for sure. Give left side, not much on that one.
It's like 76
Looks
maybe
like
in there on the stop.
yeah.
Sands for E-Town. And good discipline there by that defensive line because I thought Morley tucked in and ran it myself off to the right side.
I thought it was Morley too, but it looked like it didn't happen. But with the run, makes it 2nd down and goal. I'm surprised he got to the 8. I was looking at maybe about a yard. So how about second down and goal on the 8? Morley has Cox in the backfield. Morley. Cox. Nice juke move. Gosh, not much on that one, though. Stopped in there. Big stop in there by Kirk.
Kicks Kirk.
Kicks
Good name.
Kirk. Big stop by the big fella. So it's going to be third down.
They don't have to run a play here. They can take it to the second quarter if they'd.
They'll give him a yard on that. So it'll be third down and 7. Looks like they're not going to have to do it, though, Jamie. Looks like 15 seconds, 16 on the shot clock. So looks like, looks like we're going to just say arrivederci to quarter number 1. And what a quarter. At the end of the first quarter of play, your Sale with Hale scorecard, Elizabethtown 7, Nelson County 7. All-American Plumbing coverage of high school football. It's a G&G production.
Lebanon, the heart of Kentucky, is your place for nature enthusiasts. Lebanon is your place for art and shopping. Lebanon is your place for family fun and sports. Find more information at visitLebanonKY.com.
Everything is getting smarter. Good thing your Touchstone Energy Cooperative has the knowledge and expertise to help you make smarter work harder. Today, there are more ways than ever to make your world more energy efficient, and we can show you how. Take the next step to go electric and put the power of your co-op to work for you.
Underway in quarter number 2, Nelson County. Third down and goal on the 7. Let's see what happens. Bailey in that backfield. Here we go with Morley. Big play here, Jamie. There's the snap. The pass, left side, complete. Over to the hands of Good. Good to the 5, maybe the 4. Not much more than that.
And, man, great pursuit there by Lex Bratcher to track him down. I thought he was going to walk in for a touchdown. Great pursuit there by the E-Town defense. And
I would think you go for the 3. So we'll see what happens here. John Graves down the field. Let's go to you. John, looks like they're lining up for the 3.
They are lining up for the 3 points, and that's going to be number 30, Blake Valls. Keep in mind, Cam Morley is your quarterback.
Call it for us, John.
Good snap, good hold, good kick. Put it in the uprights. We have got a Nelson County lead.
Nelson County with the lead. I'm going to go ahead and call that about a
21 yards?
22-yard field goal. Is that fair?
I'll call it that.
All right, we agree on something here. So there we go. We're both off to a good start. It is Nelson County 10, Elizabethtown 7. All-American Plumbing coverage of high school football's a G&G production. RLM Underground has been committed to quality and customer satisfaction since opening our doors in 2016. As a full-service provider in the telecommunications industry, RLM offers underground and aerial construction, fiber splicing and testing, and much more. Fiber, it's the future of telecommunications, and RLM is making sure they are at the forefront. RLM Underground. Big field goal by Nelson County. 10-7. Cardinals on top. Score after the first quarter at Admiral Stadium in Danville. It's Danville 0, Washington County 0. Taken by Elizabethtown. He dropped it, and that's Hagee. Hagee picks it back up, and away he goes. 15-20. Down to the 24-25. Oh, down that sideline. 30, 35, 40. Still moving to about the 40-yard line. Wow, what a run by Jace Hagee.
Just what I was going to say, that E-Town's making little mistakes you won't see in the scorebook. They recover there with a great return, and good job not giving up on the play.
Well, able to keep Nelson County out of that end zone, I think, was big because Nelson County had a lot of momentum going in their direction.
They did as a big stop, and credit to our cameraman up top, Tom. First made field goal of the season there by Blake Vowles. Was 7 for 8 from extra points, but his first field goal attempt of the year was good. Looked good.
Trips to the right. Here we go with Shelton. And the give is going to go to Kinzer. 44, maybe to the 45-yard line.
Boy, big hit there by Sims.
John, I'm going to let you ask some of the coaches down there for us about Bryant. Darian Bryant, number 32. We really talked about him a lot in the pregame, and his numbers show that he's been playing a lot. But we sure haven't seen anything out of him this first half so far. I'm a little surprised.
I am too. I was glancing on the sideline to see if I can even find a 32 for E-Town.
Trips to the right. Here we go. Second down. Here's the give. Nothing doing for Kinzer. Stop in there by Nelson County's Lucas Coy. Already Elizabethtown, third down.
Yep, Lucas Coy, Dominic Ramirez, 2 Cardinals in there right away on that handoff, and all of a sudden, if you're Nelson County, you get a stop here on third down. You've got the ball up 3. Chance to tack on with probably some decent field position.
Elizabethtown looking to Tyler Mattingly, their head coach.
Darian Bryant is in the contest now, Hal. So.
Yeah, he's in this lineup on this series of plays. Snap. Here we go with Shelton. Off the left side, 48, maybe the 49. Not much of anything else, though, on that.
Yep. Deacon Minter again
Don't
flying.
think he got the first down.
Did not. He was short. Minter flew to the football and just grabbed him in time to stop him from that third down conversion. But imagine this is easy 4-down territory for a team with the power and stature that E-Town has.
Bryant's in there again. That last play, Bryant led the way for Shelton, as a matter of fact.
Want to be disciplined here for Nelson County. Don't fall for a hard count, jump off sides, and give them a freebie.
Yeah, Mattingly knows about that secret play. The snap, the give. Shelton, left side, 45-40, down to the 36-yard line. First time he got his hands on the ball, he looked really good. Let's watch that one again.
He did. He just got downhill, rolling like a bowling ball through that offensive line. Great blocks up front, big push. That offensive line was 4 or 5 yards off the line of scrimmage by the time he ran through the hole.
Minter a little shook up on that last play. But first down, Elizabethtown. Shelton. The snap. The give again. It's going to go to Kinzer, and look at him go. 20. Down to the 15-yard line. Running there by Antonio Kinzer. And they're going to hurry it up. First down again, Elizabethtown. Timeout, Nelson County. We'll take a timeout. All-American Plumbing coverage of high school football. It's a G&G production.
Attention viewers, this is your exclusive invitation to the Stevens Absolute Estate Auction taking place Saturday, October 25th, 2025 at 10 a.m. in Springfield at 301 and 305 North Walnut Street. You'll have the chance to bid on 2 beautiful homes, fine china, antique furniture, seasonal decor, and more. Mark your calendars and bring your best bid. This is your chance to own a piece of Springfield history, beautifully bundled with timeless treasures.
Local news on your time. Check out G&G On Demand. Now let's head back to the game. Getting ready to be 1st and 10. Got to get about to the 4-yard line for a first down. Shout out to our officials tonight. Thanks for working with us in G&G. Here's the snap. Give goes off the left side. Kinzer again. He'll get a couple of yards in there before he's stopped by Johnson. Stopped at the 11.
E-Town kind of starting to reassert their dominance on the offensive line that we saw on that opening drive of the game for E-Town, and they've cleaned up on mistakes. No penalties so far on this drive. No missed snaps, and when they've shown tonight they can play mistake-free football, they've really dominated on the offensive side of the ball.
2nd down and 6 on the 10. Shelton, Kinzer again on the run. He's hit hard. I'm going to say.
Yep, that was Brant Kelly coming flying in from the edge.
Yeah, that's where he got hit. Kelly did a nice job. I think I'm going to give him about 3 yards. 3rd down. Yeah, be a 3rd down and 4. So Panthers. Now they're getting their test in the red zone. Back with Shelton. And the give. Goes to Bryant. Left and right. Boy, he's close to that 1st down. I don't know if he made it or not. Oh, well, they place the ball. They're going to give it to him. There, Bryant puts Elizabethtown into a 1st and goal situation.
Yeah, but that's why it's important to keep this E-Town team in 3rd and 7 and longer situations to keep them from running that football.
1st down and goal on the 4. Boy, they got them tight in there. Shelton. First man through is going to be Stewart.
Dominic Ramirez.
Jonathan Stewart with the run. Hadn't seen him. He'll get a yard.
And maybe a little too cute to me on play call there for E-Town. I'll just hand that ball right back off to Big 32.
That's what's ran successful. That's what I would think. But the big boy's in there. Let's see what they do on this one. They go 32, right tackle. Stopped in there.
Good tackle there.
He'll get a yard. So inching their way in. Tackle in there by Nelson County's Ramirez. We talked about Ramirez a lot last week in that Bardstown game. He's a hard hitter.
It's had a big game tonight. That's a touchdown-saving tackle right there. Good job getting over in time.
It's going to still be 3rd down and goal on the 1. Get them big guys in there. Shelton. Quarterback keeper. Did he get in? I think they pushed him in. Yeah, they did the tush push and got him in there for the 6. So touchdown, Elizabethtown. Puts them back up by 3, and now they'll go for the point after. And we're going to go to John Graves for that. John, let's go down the field to you.
Welcome back down to the sideline, guys.
Wake up down there.
I am. I'm trying. It's getting cool. I'm going to get my quarter zip out. 2 is your holder. That's going to be Ethan Shelton. Kicking is number 41, Graydon Inman. He's got a cast on his left wrist. Good snap, good hold. Low kick, but a good kick.
Counts done the same, that's for sure. Elizabethtown by 4. All-American Plumbing coverage of high school football is a G&G production. Looking for a dentist who truly cares about your family? Welcome to Bowen Dental in Springfield, where Dr. Katie Bowen is committed to exceptional care for the whole family. Stop by Bowen Dental's new location at 79 Bobolink Drive in Springfield. Bowen Dental, well, they're here to keep your family's smiles healthy and bright. Trust your family's dental care to a practice that feels like home. Bowen Dental in Springfield.
Back here at E-Town High School, where the Panthers go back ahead over Nelson County 14-10 after a 1-yard touchdown run by Shelton. The extra point was good, and 2 scores so far here in the second quarter, 6:21 to go. Jamie Murphy and Happy Good with you here on this beautiful Friday night.
Hot days, but cool nights. Great football, and a good game going on. Just a perfect night. Back to receive for Nelson County. Good and Sims. Sims at the 15, lost it, picks it back up. Here's Sims. Takes a few steps back, and boy, nothing doing. Boy, he was chased down, and Hagee all over him. Stopped in there, by Seeker. Braden Seeker for Elizabethtown. I got to get that name right. His mother works for the Elizabethtown Head Start, so used to work with them here in this town. And if she's not watching, she'll watch it later. Proud of her son on that special team. She did a good job on that one.
Big possession here for Nelson County, I think. Hal, 6:14 left. If you can put together a touchdown drive, you can very well score with just a couple seconds left on the clock.
That's what they need to do with Elizabethtown getting the ball to start the second half. Here's the flip. That's Cox. Cox, boy, look at him. Hit hard. If he got a yard, he's pretty fortunate.
He worked hard for it. They may have gave him a yard.
McCarty in on the stop. Oh, he'll get at least a yard, maybe 2. How about second down and 8?
If anything, at least want to get 1 first down, try to keep that clock rolling and not give Eaton a chance to get points before halftime and double dip.
They'll mark it on the 19.
Look for Reynolds here, maybe on the near side, try to get a one-on-one.
Morley moves him around a little bit, takes the snap low, but picks it back up and gives it. And away we go with Cox. Cox straight over right tackle, 25 down to the 28-yard line, and looks like a first down Nelson County. Yeah. David Brown on the stop for the Panthers.
Man, big, powerful run there by Grant Cox. He was not going down until he got past that line of scrimmage.
He's had some big runs tonight. Let's go down to John Graves. John?
Check in on that Washington County Danville game. Danville 6, Washington County 0, 11:02 in the second quarter. Danville scores on a 23-yard run to go up early in that second quarter over at Admiral Stadium.
Nelson County on 1st and 10. Snap low, but Morley back to throw. Rolling, plenty of time, airs it out, looks deep, and it's going to be incomplete. Over the head of Kelly.
Man, and that was a dangerous, dangerous throw. Luckily for Cam Morley, that ball found the turf and not the hands of an E-Town Panther, because just lobbed that thing up there on the run. And that's the Cam Morley we kind of saw last year, trying to, make plays out of nothing when you should just throw the football away. So very, very thankful to have that football for Nelson County right now.
Second down and 10. On the 29, Nelson will break from the huddle. Morley. Back there with Bailey. Takes a snap, gives to Bailey. Bailey, look at him go. 35 down to the 36, 38. Oh, still on his feet to the 42, 45-yard line. Javon Bailey stopped in there by Kinzer not before he got that first down, though.
Good second and third efforts and a great job by the interior offensive line opening up holes. The snaps have been a little off here on this drive. A lot of low snaps, so they're overcoming it and getting good blocks up front. And they're kind of taking control again.
Yeah, they had some problems last week with that. Anybody saw that game, Coach Josh Boston, he recognizes that. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Morley tucks it under, passes it last minute, tipped around, caught on the 41-yard line. Tipped around and catching there by Nelson County's. Looked like Kelly came up. Let's watch it again.
Exactly how Coach drew it up, I'm sure.
Well, that's how it works sometimes. Look at Morley. The pass tipped right to the hands of Kelly.
Yep. And that's why Morley's so dangerous, because you've got to respect his leg and his run game. So the defenders come over to him. Probably threw it in a tight window, but, got the luck of the bounce this time around. And good momentum play there for Nelson County to get into E-Town territory. Now you can start working that clock and making sure E-Town doesn't touch the ball in the half.
Yeah, he was in a tight spot, too. Timeout, Elizabethtown. We'll take a timeout. All-American Plumbing coverage of high school football. It's a G&G production.
In a perfect world, you'd know exactly what you want to do with your life, and you'd have the time, money, and connections to make it happen. But in the real world, it's not always so easy. ECTC's Springfield campus is here to help. Get on the fast track to a high-demand career like electrical technology or industrial maintenance, or start with general education courses. ECTC is close to home with small class sizes and flexible schedules. Ready to get started? Visit elizabethtown.kctcs.edu or call 859-336-1361.
Did you know you can now watch G&G Productions and on demand on your favorite devices? That's right. We're streaming on Apple TV, Roku TV, and Amazon Fire TV. Catch every moment online at gng.live or follow the action live on Facebook and YouTube. Wherever you are, we've got you covered. G&G Productions, your news, sports, and community activities brought to you live and free.
Quick timeout by Elizabethtown. They don't want to let all this time out of the sand glass in this first half just yet, Jamie.
Yeah, exactly. I was just mentioning Nelson County's in their territory, a good chance to run the clock, control the end of this half, and E-Town said none of that. We're going to try to use the timeout and try to get ourselves reestablished on defense, too.
1st and 10. Low snap. They'll give it to Cox. Cox.
Oh, ball
right
came out.
That ball was fumbled. And E-Town's got it, and they do. Let's watch that one again, see what happened, Jamie.
And it came out really late in the play. We'll see. I don't think he was down, but I'm not sure. Just fighting for extra yardage. Let's say kind of just dropped it. We got a little peanut punch drill there, perhaps, of the E-Town defenders.
Yeah, Jeremiah Curry comes out there with it. Wow, what a break for Elizabethtown to get it back.
That's a backbreaker if you're Nelson County. Good chance to seize momentum going into the locker room, maybe with a lead even, and now you give E-Town the ball right around midfield.
Tyler Mattingly, he'll put his troops back to work on this one. 1st and 10 on the 41. Shelton. Give goes over to Kinzer. 45, 49, 50, 49, 48 to the 47-yard line. 1st down, Panthers.
So
big run.
Host of Cardinals getting them down there, but man, they had him look like in the backfoot a couple of times, and looks like the D-line won that offensive rep, but just credit to the running back there for E-Town to find enough space to get out into Nelson County territory.
1st and 10 on the 45. Fake, and the pass goes over to Hagee. Hagee at the 39, maybe the 38. Stopped in there by Nelson County Sims. He's shy of the 1st down.
Good tackle there to keep that to still a good little gain there, about 6 yards on 1st and 10.
2nd down, short yardage. Clock continues to run, 2:23 to go. Snap, fake, pass, incomplete. Looking at Hagee.
Bailey in protection there for Nelson County. Not much work in there for E-Town on that one. Haven't seen them go a lot in that short passing game yet, but trying to take advantage of that here before halftime. But, man, huge 3rd down coming up.
3rd down, we'll go and say short. 2 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left. Bryant's back there, the sophomore, and he'll get it. Nope, he'll keep it. And look at it, straight down the middle to the 30, 29, 28-yard line for a 1st down. Shelton got everybody. He fooled everybody, including me. Fake to Bryant, took it down the middle, gets the 1st down.
Yep, that just great play calling there by Coach Mattingly. Everybody's eyes, including ours, Hal, went to Darian Bryant there in that backfield, and Shelton showing off that he's got some legs too, and tucked it and ran it.
Did a good job.
And he averages 5 yards a carry on the season, does Shelton for E-Town. So
he's had a big night tonight.
Can run it.
1st and 10. The give. Kinzer got space. 21, 20, 19. I think got another 1st down. I think got to the 18 for a 1st down, and he does. They're going to move the chains.
Yep, and Kinzer is kind of the lightning to the thunder that Bryant brings to the field for E-Town.
Timeout, Nelson County. We'll take a timeout All-American Plumbing coverage of high school football is a G&G production.
Caring creates healthier lives and healthier communities. And when it comes to healthcare, you can count on us. We have the expertise to care for you right here at home, whenever you need us. From delivering newborns to performing surgeries, annual screenings to emergency care, you can count on us to provide compassionate, high-quality healthcare to you and your family. From the routine to the unforeseen. Count on us.
Ready for a new adventure? We'll help you get there, by land or by water. New car, ATV, RV, or boat? Wherever your next adventure takes you, we make your loan process simple, stress-free, and fast.
Farmers National Bank. Local decisions, personal service, real relationships. Member FDIC. A big 1st and 10 for Elizabethtown. They are moving the ball. Sitting on the 15. Back with Shelton. Bad snap in the backfield. Shelton. Ball still live. Picked up by Nelson. Nelson, can they fall on? They do. Recovered in there by Darius Johnson. Let's watch that again. Jamie, lead us through it.
Yeah, it's another bad snap we've seen. I've said all night when E-Town plays mistake-free football, they've dominated, but they've made just little mistakes. And this one will show up in the stats, but all night they've made little bitty mistakes that have kept their offense behind the sticks, and a huge swing of momentum there for Nelson County. It looked like E-Town's going to drop it right down and score before halftime, and now you've got a chance to take the lead here before the half with they are out of timeouts, though, but still 1:46, plenty of clock to work with.
That was a huge break for Nelson County. Big mistake on the part of Elizabethtown.
Timeout, too.
Here we go with Morley. Wideouts on either side. The snap. Gibbs going to go straight over the middle. Bailey. Wow. He's hit hard. That's McCarty in there on the stop. Want to remind you we have the RLM halftime report coming up for you. Jamie Murphy, John Graves. Goes from G&G to J&J at the half. They're going to lead you through. Our man, Lucas Ross, the boss, will have the Farmers National Bank stats for you. All that at the half. Bailey, the passing play. That's Morley. Caught in the backfield. Still on his feet, but finally stopped in there. Tackled by number 32, Bryant. Now Elizabethtown in position. They're going to call timeout.
Man, they can very well get the football back with some time on the clock.
We'll take another timeout. All-American Plumbing coverage of high school football. It's a G&G production.
Attention Lebanon Waterworks. Starting July 1st, we're updating our billing policies to serve you better. Here's what you need to know. Bills are still due on the 15th, but now there's a 10-day grace period. You will no longer receive an additional mailing of the disconnect date, giving you until the 25th before disconnection steps begin. And paying your bill is easier than ever. Choose Bank Draft, online, by phone, or use our Dropbox. One extra peace of mind, sign up for paperless billing. Fast, secure, and right on time. Have questions? Give us a call. Lebanon Waterworks, serving you better every drop of the way.
Timeout taken by Elizabethtown. They see an opportunity, even though there's a minute 2 left to go in the first half. Mattingly, he's looking for the score.
He is, and now if you're Nelson County, you got to decide: do we want to try to take a shot downfield and get the first down and keep the ball, or do we just drop a safe screen play or hand the ball off in the backfield to make E-Town eat up a timeout?
Nelson County 3rd down and 12. Back with Morley, long count, takes it. Back to throw, looking, airs it out over the middle, incomplete.
Threw it behind
so
his
now
man.
Elizabethtown will get the ball back, and they've got 2 timeouts left.
Yep, and 58 seconds to work with, so.
Get it down close enough for a kick. Maybe get 3. We'll see.
And their kicker on the year, if I can find him again, is 2 for 2. Is Joseph Whalen will kick some of the longer ones, it looks like, and Inman kicks the extra points. So
you saw Williams back there. He'll be back deep for Elizabethtown. Sims punting from, looks like the 25, but hold the phone. Flag down. Legal procedure. Nelson. So they'll catch it on Nelson County, so we'll set up and they'll have to punt again.
And you want to make sure here you don't, give up any big returns. You want to make sure you cover your guy and get downfield, make the tackle to try to keep E-Town as far away from that end zone as possible.
No big mistakes, more than anything. Good snap and a good punt is what you need if you're Nelson. Looks like they're going to get it.
Barely got that off. Almost got deflected there in the backfield.
Elizabethtown, all picked up by Elizabethtown at the 28 and down.
So I thought I saw a fair catch signal back there.
That's what I thought. So Elizabethtown start out 1st and 10.
Yep, got the ball around their own 28-yard line. And we saw them on that opening possession. Took a couple of deep shots at that Nelson County secondary. So they're confident with something on film that they can take advantage of that. And we'll see how they choose to play it. If they want to just run the football, try to get some chunk yardage there by Darian Bryant and company, or if they want to take some shots deep.
49 seconds to go. But 2 timeouts makes a difference.
It's a lot of time with 2 timeouts.
Well, and I've been pretty impressed with Ethan Shelton, just a sophomore. But he's made some good passes here this evening in the first half.
Very youthful roster. A bright future for E-Town.
Elizabethtown by 4. Shelton, pass over the right side, incomplete. Intended for Ratcliffe. He'll still be 10 yards, but 2nd down.
It looked like E-Town almost went early there at the false start.
Mm-hmm.
So kind of a disjointed play.
Stops the clock 46.3 seconds. Your Sell with Hale scorecard. Elizabethtown 14, Nelson County 10. Trips to the left, 2 wideouts to the right. Here's Shelton looking pass. Airs it out, right-hand side. Has a receiver, just overthrows him.
Yep, that's a deep shot I was talking about there. They took a couple early in the game, couldn't capitalize, and, man, they had him wide open there. That was Jace Hagee, the leading receiver for E-Town, wide open down that sideline.
Just out of reach by Hagee. Incomplete. 41.7 seconds to go.
And after Nelson County, you get a stop here on 3rd down, and
you're going to get it back probably.
Got to hope it's an incompletion or they get out of bounds, though, because they could take it to the half if the play ends in bounds.
They'll line up for 3rd and 10.
And I'd look for a little screen out here on the near side.
That's what I'd look for instead of a long ball, but let's see what happens. Yep, screen off the right side. Complete to Hagee. Hagee spins around at the 34 to the 35 to the 36-yard line, shy of the 1st down.
Yep, big hard tackle from behind, and E-Town's
going to call timeout.
That's interesting.
I don't know, but they do, so we'll take one. All-American Plumbing coverage of high school football. It's a G&G production.
Juggling careers, families, and dreams? Lance Taylor, State Farm Agent, is here to simplify your life. Whether it's protecting your car, your home, or even your side hustle, he will tailor coverage that fits your busy lifestyle. Need advice on renter's insurance, life insurance, or saving for the future? Lance and his team are ready to guide you every step of the way. Take control with confidence. Connect with Lance Taylor today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Interesting timeout by Elizabethtown. Help me out here.
Very interesting. They could have easily taken that to halftime.
Correct.
They're going to go for it. Looks like on 4th down with the offense out on the field. So and they're within manageable, conversion yardage there. They could get a 4th and 2 easily. But if you don't get it, you're going to give Nelson County a couple shots to check it to the end zone.
Yeah, it looks like they're moving the clock. Looks like they're saying there's 34 seconds. So Victor Bush, one of the officials there, going to have it changed back around.
So I imagine here a pretty similar play call if you're going to go for it on 4th down here.
Oh, no, that's 3.4. So they're going to try and get this thing back around. 34 seconds. I think they're working on it down there. I can hear them down there.
That's a high-stress job to run a clock at a football game. I will say that.
Oh, my gosh. I'd never want to do that. I've seen them. I don't see how they can do it. At the half at Danville Stadium, Admiral Stadium, Washington County 6, Danville 6. So a good game going on up there. And we were talking earlier, John Graves was out there. I don't think it's ever been a game where they've ever won. Washington County 6, in the second, J.T. Smith throws a 14-yard touchdown pass to Connor Gabbert as the Commanders capitalize on a Danville turnover. How long has it been since there's been a win? Never. Washington County's never beat Danville. Never. So that's a record. That's a record that's been pretty solid.
We're still working on the clock. Wonder at what point the officials will just keep it themselves down there just to get the game moving again.
That's probably all they can do is put it on like 1 minute and run it down to 34. I'd say in a minute the officials come over and say they'll just keep it on the field because I think it's 3.4.
I think it is too.
So for some reason it's not allowing it to be programmed to that. We do remind you a week from tonight, well, from one Mattingly to the other, as we're going to be going with the Bethlehem Eagles as they travel to Campbellsville. We'll have all that action, 6:45 pregame kickoff, set for 7:30. We'll be at Campbellsville High School for that game. So it is a big game for Coach Timmy Mattingly, but he's probably not going to worry too much about it. Let's see if the officials are saying they're going to keep it down there.
Yeah, that's what I figured we'd end up having.
Yeah, so they're going to keep it down there. So we do know 34 seconds is what they're going to give Elizabethtown.
Now we got it.
Oh, now they got it.
Tom.
All right, now they got it. 34. Here we go. 4th down and 2. The pass. Back to throw. Over the middle. Incomplete. So with 30.5 seconds to go, Nelson County's going to get the ball back, Jamie.
And I'm a little stunned by that decision, and that's showing a lot of confidence in your defense. I mean, Cam Morley has the arm to take some shots downfield, and with 30 seconds, I mean, you can throw the ball 10, 15 yards down it and take a couple shots at the end zone before halftime.
I think you could have at least 2 or 3. And you've got some things from Cam Morley. I mean, you got Sims. Very capable. And Cox has had a really nice first half.
And
so
Reynolds is tall. He can
Reynolds can reel it in too. Yeah, I mean, some good weapons. Let's see what Cam Morley will do. Morley. Looking. Takes a snap. Back to throw. Looking. Airs it out over the middle. It's going to be complete. Nelson at the 15 down to the 11. Let's watch it again. They're going to have to hurry up.
That was Reynolds. Our clock has stopped here, so I have no idea how much time is left in this half.
Yeah, they stopped it. Now they started it back. But you can see on the replay, nice catch by Reynolds. Now, time running out. They're trying to move the change as well. And now he downs it. So really a good job and a smart play by Nelson County's Morley on that first down because that was a big play by Nelson County, and they stopped the clock at 12.6 seconds to go.
I think it gives you at least 2 shots at the end zone here, maybe 3 if you're quick on the first throw. And we'll see if they decide to go to the end zone here, just do something quick to the sideline to get out of bounds and give yourself a couple more yards.
I think I don't know. I think you're going to have to go to the corner or to the end zone, and then if time is running out too quick, I think you just got to go and kick it for the 3.
Yep, and Kelly's a big target, too. Don't rule him out.
No. That's a fact. Here's Morley. Cox to the background. Morley back to throw. Oh, he's in trouble. He runs with it. 10 headed for the 5. Makes the turn. Gets out of bounds. Smart play. Got just inside. Don't think he got inside the 5. Right around the 5-yard line. 7 seconds to go.
And 7 seconds. A good smart play. Not to fight for extra yardage. Knowing time, score, and situation. There by Cam Morley. That's the signs of the veteran quarterback. Man, 7 seconds left. You got, I think, enough time for one shot, quick one at the end zone, and then get that.
It's got to be quick.
And then you can get that special teams unit out there for a field goal to take some points.
Well, you're 5 yards. So let's see what they do here. 2nd down and 4. First down really don't matter. They've got to take it in.
Gonna get Reynolds here at the bottom of your screen.
So here's Morley. The lineup tight, wideouts on either side. Go ahead and delay a game. Clock, let it run out. That'll push them back. So now, delay a game by Nelson County.
And now, it takes, 5 yards. May not seem like a big deal, but that's, 5 more yards your receivers have to run to get, their routes completed in the end zone. And it looks like they're still going to keep the offense out there for one crack at it.
Second down. No, third down and 9. Here we go. Morley. The look, the pass, incomplete. They'll have to go for the 3 now.
Yep.
2.6.
Flag comes in late.
Oh, a late flag, too. Let's see what this will be.
Unless if it's on E-Town, I think you're still kicking the field goal no matter what. If you're Nelson County, just 2.6 seconds left. Ooh, an eligible man downfield.
It's going to be on Nelson County.
And that's going to make that kick even longer, so.
Yeah, not good.
They may just keep the offense out.
Not good for Nelson County. So this will be close to about a 32-yarder. It's a little keep it third down. They got fourth down on there, but don't matter. They're going to kick it. 32-yarder here, Jamie. And this will take them into the half if they can make it.
It's a long kick for a high school kicker.
You better believe it. Let's see what they do. There's the set. Kick is up. Is it going to be long enough? I think it's going to be just shy. Wow. Oh, just shy. Makes you wonder on the penalty, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Every yard matters, and it may have been good. I was at a good angle of it, and it looked like it just
straight
missed.
Had the height, but just missed. Anyway, at the half, we're headed to the RLM Underground Report. Your score, Elizabethtown 14, Nelson County 10. John Graves, Jamie Murphy will take you through the half. We'll have the stats from Lucas Ross, the boss, that are powered by Farmers National Bank in Lebanon. Your score at the half, Elizabethtown 14, Nelson County 10. All-American Plumbing coverage of high school football. It's a G&G production.
Injured in a car crash? Don't face the insurance companies alone. Time is critical. Zach Chesser is a personal injury attorney specializing in motor vehicle collisions who will fight to get you the compensation you deserve. You pay nothing unless we win your case. That's right. You don't pay a dime unless we win. No recovery, no fee. Call Zach directly at 859-899-8821 for a free consultation. Offices, Lexington, Kentucky. This is an advertisement.
Parkview Home Center. For over 20 years, your team at Parkview has proudly served our customers and community. We are your local, independent source of quality building materials, from lumber, hardware, plumbing, electrical, PPG paint, and more. Professionals, handymen, and do-it-yourselfers welcome. Any project of any size, our team stands ready to assist. Located at 1109 Lincoln Park Road, Parkview Home Center. Home supplies from your hometown people.
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at DonFranklinAuto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
Looking to save money on your grocery shopping? Boone's Butcher Shop offers convenient weekly meat bundles at a great value. The meats, well, they're already packaged, frozen, and ready to go straight into your freezer. To order, just stop at the counter. Let us know you would like to purchase a bundle. While our staff prepares your bundle, feel free to shop the rest of our store. Once your bundle's ready, we'll bring it out to the checkout area. Just pick it up after you're finished at the checkout. Stop in and shop at Boone's Butcher Shop, 100 Old Bloomfield Pike in Bardstown.
In 1972, Mattingly, Sims, Robinson, and McCain first opened our doors to serve the legal needs of Central Kentucky. For over 50 years, our attorneys and staff have devoted their time and talents to our clients, both in and out of the courtroom. We consistently provide a wide array of preeminent services to our clients. Let us serve you and call us at Mattingly, Sims, Robinson, and McCain.
This is an advertisement.
It's important for us to get to back and forth to the doctors and to the grocery. It's just helpful for us because we don't have any transportation at all to get to the doctors. I can't fit in other people's cars and stuff, so rolling in and out is better for me, going in and out. They're good teams. They're good teams that come pick you up there on time and everything.
Well, welcome back to Elizabethtown for our game of the week. Your halftime score, Nelson County, I got to lean over here. Nelson County 10, E-Town, the home team, 14. John Graves, Jamie Murphy joining us on the RLM halftime report. Jamie, welcome in. I know you spent some time up here with Hal, but it's good to have you back. You and I did a basketball game several years ago.
I think we did, yeah. Wanted to go. So it's been a little bit.
It's been a little bit. So
did one with Hal back in the day too. The
yeah.
Sweet 16 and Rupp, but no, good to be a part of the team and a great game so far tonight.
It has
to
been.
be a part of.
We only picked the best games. Speaking of good games, Washington County 6, Danville 6. If you're looking for the score of that one for our viewers, and then as we go out through halftime, we'll try to pick some other scores. We're going to take a look at stats brought to you by Lucas Ross of Boston. Your first game with us. Lucas sits at home in his cave, and he's able to watch the film, and that's how we get our stats. That's how.
Okay, that's challenging to do it remotely.
It is. So, band setting up here at halftime here. So, Matt, do we have stats yet? We do. Lucas Ross of ball stats, and close game, close stats. Do you see anything that really kind of jumps down at you?
Very identical. Penalties maybe going against Nelson County a little bit, and that third down conversion right there, 1 for 8 for Nelson County. Got to find a way to convert some of those third downs, and E-Town's done a great job of keeping them, 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8, those 3rd and long situations. That's not really Nelson County's strong suit.
It's not, and again, almost mirror image is very close, and it's surprising when you look at the stats. E-Town has amassed over, averaging several more yards than Nelson County on the year. So very close game. And listen, we come down to a 32. Really, we came down to a penalty, a 5-yard ineligible man downfield penalty from being a 14-13 game here.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, Nelson County, and what a big shift of momentum there. Nelson County coughs that football up. E-Town gets it back, and then you come out of that timeout. E-Town hands it right back over to Nelson County when it looked like they were going to, capitalize, run the clock out, and get some points on the board.
We want to thank Lucas Ross, Ross the Boss, for the stats powered by Farmers National Bank. We appreciate their support on the RLM Halftime Report. More to come here at the half. Stay with us. All-American Plumbing coverage of high school football is a G&G production.
Looking for your perfect home? Discover the world of possibilities in the Bardstown real estate market with someone who truly knows the area. Doug Brink, a trusted Bardstown resident and experienced realtor with United Real Estate. Whether you're buying or selling, Doug brings hometown knowledge and big-time results. Call 502-724-6570 or visit DougBrinkRealtor.com today. Doug Brink, your key to Bardstown living.
We're not just a little farm community. The things that go on here have global impact.
There's some of the stuff we use, the byproduct from Maker's Mark Distillery or Heaven Hill, either one. Very good feed. So that's making a good use of a byproduct, local byproduct.
Agriculture is a big business here, but it's not the only thing going on around here.
Since I left 40-some years ago with 2 or 3 industries in town, we've came back and there's almost 40 industries in Marion County now.
Looking for top-notch HVAC services in Springfield, Kentucky? Well, look no further than Smith's Contracting, LLC. For over 20 years, Wesley and Abby Smith have built a reputation for excellence with honesty, integrity, and unmatched service. From AC installation and furnace setup to HVAC repair and cleaning, we've got you covered. Smith's Contracting, where our values keep you comfortable. Call us today at 859-336-5200 or 866-351-0112.
Central Kentucky Head Start offers the best preschool experience for children as they prepare for kindergarten. Head Start services include nutritious meals and snacks, mental health, behavioral health, occupational therapy, and speech therapy service for children, all at no cost to families. Head Start believes that families are the first teachers for our children, and we will work with you to help your child have a wonderful, holistic preschool experience. We are accepting applications for new students. Visit our website to give your child the Head Start your child deserves.
For over 100 years, Conway Heaton in Bardstown has been more than a Ford dealership. We've been part of your family story. From your grandfather's first truck to your family's latest SUV, we've been there for you every mile. Still family owned since 1919, we offer the same trust, service, and commitment through 4 generations. Because when a dealership treats you like family, you keep coming back. Conway Heaton Ford, big enough to serve you, small enough to know you.
The most important part of your business are all the people who come through your doors every day. And Cintas can help you take care of them. Your dedicated Cintas service reps will provide the essential products and support to help keep your employees performing at their best.
So your business can too. Get Cintas. Oh, I'm ready! Get ready for the workday.
Welcome back to the RLM Halftime Report. To your halftime score, E-Town 14, Nelson County 10. In other scores, Bethlehem 28, Garrett County 14 at the half in that one. Washington County 6, Danville 6. That game is also at halftime. So a little history on that game. Washington County has never beat Danville. Wow. In football. So basketball we're not worried about. But I've gotten close. I was talking to Nathan Glasscock earlier today, Lee Glasscock's son. Gotten close several times, and used to be some major rivalry. But you got to win one for it to be called a rivalry, I think.
I'll debate that a little bit, but because my sports teams never beat my rivals, but I still hate them. So.
I get it. Well, as part of our halftime, we take a look at Springview Hospital and their hometown hero, and we've got a good one tonight. Dr. James Smith is a highly qualified and experienced general surgeon practicing in Lebanon, Kentucky. He's got a degree in medicine from University of Kansas, has been providing exceptional surgical care for patients for over 20 years. He completed his residency in general surgery at Bay State Medical Center, further enhancing his expertise in the field. Dr. Smith is affiliated with Springview Surgical Associates, where he offers a wide range of surgical services. As a dedicated professional, Dr. Smith prioritizes his well-being of his patients and ensures that they receive the highest quality of care with his extensive knowledge and skill in general surgery. Patients can trust Dr. James Smith to provide them with the best possible outcomes. He is our Springview Hospital hometown hero tonight, so congratulations to him. Great staff that they have at Springview Hospital, and we are proud to highlight them each and every week. So, well, we've come to that time, and I know, normally we do, Alan is a coach, and I don't know anything else to do, so we're just going to do what I know. So it's one of the benefits of being a G, I guess. But, Jamie, you've called sports for a long time. Now, I'm going to ask you to put a coaching hat on. All right? So you've been around this stuff. If you're in E-Town's locker room, what are you whispering to Coach Mattingly?
I think it's just touching up on the little mistakes that you're not going to see in the stat book. You're not going to see all the fumbles, but there's been a lot of low snaps and penalties, which I guess would pop up in the stat book. But just a lot of little bad snaps, missed assignments, things like that. Because when E-Town's played clean tonight, they have dominated this football game.
I agree.
But again, to Nelson County's credit, they're hanging around. They haven't been put away yet, and they've capitalized on E-Town's mistakes. So if I'm E-Town, just clean up the snaps, get your assignments up front, continue to run that football and pound it down, Nelson County's throat.
Fundamental football. All right, you're going to switch colors, and you're going to be in that gray and red over at Nelson County. And what's Coach Boston and them looking at?
I think it's just hang around. Give yourself a chance. You had a chance to get some points there at the end of the half. Could be a one-point game. Right. The longer E-Town lets Nelson County hang around, the more confident Nelson County is going to be. And I think they played a great football game outside of that fumble. It's really been a big difference maker in it. But if you're Nelson County, your defense, you're going to give up yards. That's just where they're at, I think, as a unit right now. But keep making those splash plays. Me and Hal talked in the pregame. 8 interceptions this year, 3 defensive touchdowns. one play like that could completely flip the script around. And I think they're going to need that in the second half.
Well, and I tell you what, I was very pleased with how Nelson County, they got hit in the mouth in that first quarter. I mean, E-Town went flat down the field flying. I was like, ooh, this could be a game. But you're right, they've hung around, and they did this last week against Bardstown. But Bardstown got away from them very quickly, and that game escalated quickly. So I think you're right. If you're Nelson County, just hang around, but don't be timid about it. Like, you've got to hit, and I tell you what, that Nelson Bardstown game last week, this is one of the hardest hitting games I've seen in the last couple of years. So,
yeah, and to that point, playing Bardstown's almost like playing E-Town. I mean,
it is.
They're fast, they're athletic. It's good preparation for them, and I think that's kind of learned a lot from that. So for them, just stay on the assignments, make the tackles. That was the big thing against Bardstown. So. They just kept missing tackles, and I told Hal, if you made 3 or 4 of those tackles, it might have been a 28-14 game or a 21-14 game.
And you give yourself a chance. You're telling me there's a chance. That's all it takes. We want to thank you for joining us for the RLM Halftime Report. I'm going to head back down to my normal cozy spot down on the sideline, and I like being down there in action. So, Jamie, we did okay.
We did all right. We got through it.
We had to give Hal his contractual break. RLM Halftime Report is all a part of the All-American Plumbing coverage of high school football. That's all a G&G production, y'all.
All-American Plumbing takes pride in delivering top-notch plumbing services to our clients. Our commitment is excellence and customer satisfaction, which has helped All-American Plumbing build a solid reputation over the years. Trust us with all your sink, tub, and shower needs. Water heater installation and replacement, water line installation and repair. All-American Plumbing offers reliable service, and you can trust us. If you're looking for a top-quality new construction or custom home plumbing service, contact Brian Graves. All-American Plumbing, serving Central Kentucky.
Snappy Tomato Pizza. Snappy Tomato Pizza. Snappy Tomato Pizza. Snappy Tomato Pizza. Snappy Tomato Pizza.
Welcome to Lebanon, Kentucky, a place where every meal is a celebration of flavor, tradition, and community. From our famous country ham and homemade biscuits to the freshest farm-to-table produce, every bite is a journey through Kentucky's finest ingredients. Share a meal with friends, explore our charming local eateries, and discover the warm hospitality that makes Lebanon, Kentucky truly special. Taste the heart of Kentucky right here in Lebanon. Lebanon, Kentucky. Savor the flavor, share the moment.
We've got you. It's a pledge to make sure you're always taken care of. A pledge that your Touchstone Energy Cooperative honors each and every day. When it comes to keeping things running smoothly or getting them back on track when they're not, we've got you. Always.
RLM Underground has been committed to quality and customer satisfaction since opening our doors in 2016. As a full-service provider in the telecommunications industry, RLM offers underground and aerial construction, fiber splicing and testing, and much more. Fiber, it's the future of telecommunications, and RLM is making sure they are at the forefront. RLM Underground.
Attention viewers, this is your exclusive invitation to the Stevens Absolute Estate Auction taking place Saturday, October 25th, 2025 at 10 a.m. in Springfield at 301 and 305 North Walnut Street. You'll have the chance to bid on 2 beautiful homes, fine china, antique furniture, seasonal decor, and more. Mark your calendars and bring your best bid. This is your chance to own a piece of Springfield history, beautifully bundled with timeless treasures.
Jumping back in here, Jamie. I think y'all had the Bethlehem score at the half. Bethlehem and Garrett County. Bethlehem 28, Garrett 14.
We did 28-14.
Did you have the Marion County score at the half?
I don't believe we did.
Okay, I got Marion County leads John Hardin 22-14 at the half. So Marion County 3-1. Looking to go on to take care of John Hardin tonight. Jamie is your host of the Marion County Coaches Show Tuesday night. You'll have a very happy and hungry Ross Brown.
That's right. If it stays that way, and that'd be a program-defining win. If you can go to John Hardin on the road, district competition, and pull out a win, man, what a victory that would be for them.
Huge win for Marion County to be able to do that. I want to remind you that we'll be on the road a week from tonight, as we'll be at Campbellsville High School. Talk about a great football program. Campbellsville's been able to build into a huge program over there. And they're going to be playing Bethlehem a week from tonight, and we'll have all that action, 6:45 with the pregame. Kickoff is scheduled for 7:30, so should be a good, really good matchup a week from tonight. But this game, boy, hasn't it been something with E-Town leading by 4 at the half.
Yeah, you watch those first two drives. Nelson County goes 3 and out, and then E-Town drives it right down the field. You're thinking, oh, this could be a running clock tonight. But to Nelson County's credit, they stopped the bleeding, and they've gotten themselves back in this football game. And
you've got both teams that have had opportunities, though. They've had both teams that have got down into the red and been able to score, and then both teams have had a couple of mistakes.
Turnovers. A fumble apiece there towards the end of the half, and we'll go down to the sideline to John Graves.
So, being the guy that I am, I walked over to Coach Magdalene. I was like, hey, you interested in Bethlehem Garrett County score? And he's like, yeah, what is it? And I said, I gave him the score. Of course, it's 28-14 at the half. And he gave me a tidbit of information. He said, that'll be Dad's 100th win.
How about that?
So I told him, I said, I'll keep you updated, and I'll let you know post-game what that does. So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens over there.
Yeah, it'd be a big win for Coach Tim Mattingly. And again, both, Tim, he's a Springfield guy. Played football there at Washington County, coached there and coached around the state, and just done a wonderful job. Went to retirement and now went back to coaching.
It didn't last long, did it?
Didn't last long at all. Second half, what do you think?
Again, it's kind of talked to John in the halftime report there. If you're Nelson County, just find ways to stick around and give yourself a chance to win this ball game late in the contest. The longer E-Town, and even the stats from Lucas, it's a lot closer statistically than I thought it was, going through that. They've only been outgained by about 14 yards. Again, if you're Nelson County, just give yourself chances. I think they need a big splash play on defense. Force a turnover, maybe a pick six or a big punt return. Set yourself up. That's going to be the difference in this game, I think.
Darian Bryant, number 32 for Elizabethtown. We kept looking for the sophomore. Not a lot of action in that first half.
No, and that's a big reason why I think this game is as tight as it is. I'm not sure he called his name on a single tackle. There's probably some half tackles where he's helped out, but I've not seen him really blow up that offensive line of Nelson County so far.
I agree. I have not really seen what the stat sheet shows, and that's the first thing you always look at is what are some of the numbers coming into this game tonight. And there's no question number 32 was on our minds in that pregame.
Yeah, 63 tackles coming into the evening and 13 tackles for losses, 3 sacks. I've, again, never really seen him in that backfield, and that's got to make that coaching staff in Nelson County very, very happy and encouraged going into the second half of this one. But you can't let them get hot in the second half either.
E-Town got the ball coming out in the third quarter. How important is that?
It's important for them to, they probably feel like they shot themselves in the foot there at the end of that half with the fumble. Got, bailed out by a missed Nelson County field goal. So they're kind of on their heels a little bit. So it's good for them to get the football back, kind of reestablish that offensive line. And now we got the official.
Yep. So cut the music off. Let's get to
play.
playing.
I was wondering what he was waving at.
Blake Fowles will be kicking off. That's unusual for Nelson County. High kick, though. Taken by Williams. And he gets up to the 30, 34-yard line before he stopped in there.
Yep, Bradley Hoffman there, number 6 for Nelson, kind of getting in there on that stop. Came flying on that play, and E-Town takes over right around that, 35, 36-yard line. So decent field position for them, and if you're Nelson County, you want to try to establish that line of scrimmage and, not allow a long, lengthy scoring drive from E-Town.
Officially on the 36, we'll see Elizabethtown start on this third quarter of play on the offense. 2 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left. Ethan Shelton has been your quarterback. He's a sophomore. Puts 1 man in motion. Little screen pass over to him. He's going to hit over there Williams, and he's got space. Look at him go. Down that right sideline all the way to 45-40. Stopped at the 38-yard line. Tackle in there by Grant Cox. Big play by E-Town.
Yeah, but Max Moore, again, we talked about finishing tackles all night long. If you're Nelson County, that was the big thing that hurt them against Bardstown. Max Moore kind of got pushed out of bounds there, didn't finish the play, and led to a couple of more yards there by E-Town on that screen pass.
And Williams with a nice job coming down that right sideline. Now great field position. 1st and 10 on the 39. Handoff goes over to Kinzer. Looks like he might get a couple yards before we stopped in there by Jacob Reynolds.
Yep, Reynolds back there in the backfield on that stop. And Reynolds got a good read on that screen play, on that first play of scrimmage, but just out of his outstretched hands to almost break that one up.
2nd down and 8 on the 36 for the Panthers. Snap to Shelton. Fake, passing play. Oh, he's looking deep, looking end zone. It's going to be incomplete. Intended for Hagee.
Cam Morley in coverage there and never got turned around. Very fortunate. That's not 6 points there for E-Town.
Yes, Shelton looking deep. He showed off his arm there, didn't he?
Yeah, they attacked that. They were aggressive coming out of the game, attacking that secondary of Nelson County, and so far, a pretty aggressive offensive series here for E-Town. But a big 3rd down and long coming up.
3rd and 8. Panthers on the prowl. Shelton looks to the sideline. They're going to change the play. Snap. Flipping in the backfield. Kinzer, nothing doing. Boy, he is stopped back at the 45-yard line. Wow. What a mob in there. I know I saw 57, Aaron Thompson, and Grant Cox again on the stop.
Yep, and Brant Kelly there, number 27 for Nelson County. Maybe it won't get credit for that tackle, but he disrupted the running lane there, stayed with the man, didn't get run over.
Max Moore back to receive. I think for Elizabethtown, Shelton's going to be back here to punt. Okay. From his own 40. And now he's going to keep it. He fakes. 50. Down to the 45. Upfield to the 44. Nelson got him. It's going to be 1st and 10 for Nelson in some pretty good field position.
Really good field position. And again, kind of a puzzling decision there by Coach Mattingly. We saw the timeout situation, and E-Town gave the ball back to Nelson County at the end of that first half. Getting a little too cute, I think, right now. Keeping Nelson County right in this game.
Nelson County will come back out with their offense with 9:57 to go here in the 3rd quarter of play. It's Elizabethtown 14, Nelson County 10, your Sell with Hell scorecard. Morley. Bailey to his right. Bailey will get it. Left tackle. 49, 50, 49, still on his feet to the 48. Shy of the 1st down. Tackle by Stewart for Elizabethtown.
That was a shifty run there by Bailey. Good blocking up front, giving him some run lanes and just kind of ping-ponging off of defenders there for the rest of that run.
That little jitterbug, I mean, he just really does it very nice. Can go back and forth, off the bumpers, and give you extra points. 2nd down. I'll say 2nd and 2. Into Elizabethtown territory at the 48. Morley. Thought about it, keeps it. 45. Morley, 40 to the 39. He'll get the 1st down. Stop in there by Kinzer.
That's a beautiful play call there by Nelson County. Using Morley's legs and, again, just kind of keeping that defense kind of off balance. They didn't know if he was going to pitch it or keep it himself. And, again, you got to keep respecting his run game.
I like this Nelson County run game. I really do. Some good runners. The pass game's nice, but it's a nice little scales of justice for Nelson County
It
on
is.
the offense.
And credit to these players, too, because, last year, new coach, their first-year coach, came in with that kind of air raid mentality. They threw the ball all over the field, and they've done a good job adjusting back to, being a very balanced team, because prior to that coach, it was all running the football.
Wideouts on either side. Nelson County. They're going to be Morley on the pass. Looking deep. Left side. It's going to be hit at the 20. 10-5. Rolling into the end zone is Reynolds. Touchdown, Nelson County. Let's watch that one again. Wow, what a play.
Tons of time for Cam Morley back there in the pocket. Did a good job of climbing up and delivered an absolute dart to Reynolds right past the hands of a defender. Could have easily been a pick six. Good strong hands there by Reynolds to haul it in.
Reynolds takes it in for 6. John Graves has the call for the extra point, John.
Val's to kick. Morley the holder. Jacob Reynolds the center. Good snap, good hold, good kick. Nelson County takes the lead.
Nelson County with the score and the extra point. Make it Nelson County 17, Elizabethtown 14. All-American Plumbing coverage of high school football. Well, it's a G&G production. Looking for a dentist who truly cares about your family? Welcome to Bowen Dental in Springfield, where Dr. Katie Bowen is committed to exceptional care for the whole family. Stop by Bowen Dental's new location at 79 Bobolink Drive in Springfield. Bowen Dental, well, they're here to keep your family's smiles healthy and bright. Trust your family's dental care to a practice that feels like home. Bowen Dental in Springfield.
Nelson County back out in front after a 39-yard touchdown catch from Jacob Reynolds, putting the Cardinals up 17-14 over E-Town here. 8:18 to play, third quarter. Jamie Murphy, Halby Good, and John Graves down on the sideline with you on this Friday night. And I was kind of talking how, it feels like E-Town's getting a little cute with their play calling and letting Nelson County stay in this game. And, boy, they took advantage.
Well, just like I'd call about the run game. I love the run game. And we talked about some mixed play, and there they go with the big pass. And Morley hits Reynolds. Big play. Just a big play night. Nice job by Nelson County. Hagee's back there. Radcliffe back there to receive. Short kick. Fair catch at the 28. Looked like it was Radcliffe. No, stand corrected. Landon Brown Klein on the stop. John Graves was down there telling me, I said, John, sometimes he'll give me some player's number, but number 11 had his hair all the way down and couldn't see the number there. So there you go. I like that. If I could have hair that would flow like that, Jamie, I would be the man about town. So I say that out of jealousy. Fear the beard and the hair. My man Matthew Smith producing this one this evening. Here we go. First down. Here we go. Kinzer, look at him go. 35-40 down to the 45-yard line. First down. Big tackle. Let's watch that one again. Really, Morley had to stop him in the backfield.
Yep, just got to that second and third level. That Nelson County defense in the blink of an eye. Just a wide open hole and maybe a touchdown-saving tackle there by Cam Morley.
Yeah, I don't think if Morley had got him, I think he'd ran all the way. No doubt about that. Big run. First and 10. Keeper by Shelton. 50, 49 to the 48. He's close to a first down. Tackle in there by Stevenson.
The initial spot looked like a first down, but they'll bump him back there. Second down and 1.
Yeah, second down, short yardage. Into Nelson County territory, though. Shelton puts Williams in motion. Snap. Right side. Nice move. Gets to the 45, 43, 40, 39, down to the 36. Way enough for a first down.
Yeah, but E-Town kind of going back to that, a lot of player motion pre-snap that we saw in the first couple of drives of the game.
Tackle in there by Good. Also Thompson for the Cardinals. I can get through that name pretty good. Until they catch me and they say it's not It's not good, it's good. But I think it's good is what they told me last week. First down. Here's the give. Kinzer again, Jamie. He'll get a couple of yards on that.
Yep, and E-Town.
Can I give him 3? Maybe 4.
And E-Town responding well to that Nelson County touchdown after forcing the 3 and out on that first possession for E-Town. So they've done a good job of settling in and looking more serious on this drive.
3-yard gain, second down 7. Trips to the left. Shelton, the snap. The fake, he'll keep it. Oh, he's caught back there. Oh, big sack by Nelson County. Mentor in there. Kelly in there. He tag-teamed on him and stopped Shelton.
Yep. That's good discipline. I think Xavier Lawson, 51 back there as well for Nelson County. Good discipline, staying to your assignment, filling that gap. And now you put E-Town in a 3rd and long situation where they're not really comfortable being in either.
They're not. 3rd and 13. We'll mark it on the 40. Near side's Radcliffe. Top side will be Hagee. Snap. Back to throw. Shelton rolling. Passes it out. Airs it out. Looking for Hagee. Did he get it? Out of bounds. He came up with it, but it went out of bounds. Let's watch that again. I think we can see it from this vantage point.
And Deacon Mentor there with the pressure. He was getting held. I can't believe they didn't throw the penalty here, Hal. If you look at this replay right here on the top of your screen. Heck of a catch and effort there, though.
Way out of bounds. You can see it from here. 4th down.
That was an egregious hold.
I didn't see a flag. But you're right. You called it. 4th down, 13. They may go for it here on this one. Looks like they're lining up for it. Here they go. Pass, left side to Hagee. Hagee, 40. Nothing doing. Oh, Nelson County all over him. Stood him up.
And a good job because
stopped him and brought him down.
Last week you didn't finish tackles and finish plays. Nelson County's doing that here tonight, and that's a big reason why they've got that 3-point lead and looking for more.
Their defense at times tonight just looked really awesome. On the 4th down, stop Elizabethtown, so Nelson County will regain the offense. They'll officially mark it on the 40-yard line.
And kind of wonder, Hal, if there's maybe an injury to the punter for E-Town we're not aware of, or if they just don't have that confidence in their kicking game right now, because that was a long situation to go for it these last 2 times.
Left to right on your screens how we're going to move with the Nelson County Cardinals, who lead by 3, 17-14. Over Elizabethtown. One wide out way to the left. Morley. Snap. Fake. Pass. Keeps it. Running with it. Caught. Out of trouble. Now in trouble. Now out of trouble. 45, 50, 49 to the 48-yard line for a first down, Nelson County. Jamie, take me through this one.
What a run. That is all effort. That is Josh Allen Lamar-like looking running right there. You'd think you got him down 2 or 3 times. He just keeps those legs churning. Showed one tackle there. Made a man miss there. And just squeezed right through the hole. And, man, what a run there by Cam Morley.
He was caught dead right back there. And Morley.
It's all effort.
Good to watch that one twice. .501 the third. Danville 14, Washington County 6. Score update for you there on Washington County. 1st and 10. Give off left side. Not much on that. Maybe a yard. Timeout on the field. We'll take a timeout. All-American Plumbing coverage of high school football is a G&G production.
In a perfect world, you'd know exactly what you want to do with your life, and you'd have the time, money, and connections to make it happen. But in the real world, it's not always so easy. ECTC's Springfield campus is here to help. Get on the fast track to a high-demand career like electrical technology or industrial maintenance, or start with general education courses. ECTC is close to home with small class sizes and flexible schedules. Ready to get started? Visit elizabethtown.kctcs.edu or call 859-336-1361.
Back to action at Elizabethtown High School. Hal Goo, Jamie Murphy, John Graves, Alan Luckett. Happy anniversary to the Lucketts tonight. Alan taking the night off. Back with us next Friday night. Jamie, this game has been a really good ball game. We talked about some of the mistakes, some of the turnovers, but all in all, both teams have had their mistakes and have really made amends for them.
They have, and Nelson County's been just the game started with E-Town's dominance. Forced a 3-and-out, went right down and scored. Nelson County did that coming out of the locker room. They forced a 3-and-out, went down and scored, and now they get the football back here. Kind of an interesting time for a timeout there, I thought. Late in this third quarter, but we'll see what they can cook up out of the timeout.
Near side Moore on 2nd down and 7. Here's Morley, flips it in the backfield as he pitches to Bailey. The way he goes 40 down to the 36, 35-yard line. Stopped in there by David Brown.
Good for first down yardage, and I'm somewhat waiting for Bailey to maybe pull back and throw a ball downfield on that eventually this year. Looks like it's kind of a play that could kind of run a few times to set up for a deep shot.
1st and 10, Nelson County. Man, they've had good movement of the ball on the offense tonight.
Yeah, the play calling's been incredible. Good mix of the run and the pass.
Well, they've just done a much better job than they did last Friday night. I mean, all our crew would agree with that. Against a tough Bardstown team. Morley on the give. Nope, he'll keep it. Right side 30. Right side 25. Morley to the 20. Boy, big run. Big run indeed. Kinzer with the stop for the Panthers.
Did a good job there on that fake. Held the ball in Bailey's stomach just long enough to trick that defense to think that Bailey had it. Morley keeps it again. Moves those chains, first down, and chance to take a 2-score lead here late in this third quarter with a touchdown.
Oh, good. And, I tell you what, I'm going to credit Josh Boston again. Good time management as a coach. Not only do you want to get the score, but you want to try and help a little air out of the ball by that clock running.
Oh, yeah, that clock
to get you in position, especially in the second half.
Oh, it's your best friend right now.
1st and 10. Here's Morley. Back to throw. Rolls to the left. Still rolling. Oh, look at him go. Throwing it deep. Looking end zone. It's going to be incomplete, but a flag down on the play. We'll have interference on E-Town. Let's watch that again. It looked like a true hold from here.
And that's a great job there by Cam Morley. Watch him here, and he rolls out. Reynolds' route ran out around the 10-yard line, but Morley sees him one-on-one and points, says go to the end zone, and he did it. And that's a good ball. That would have been a touchdown pass if it weren't for the interference.
Oh, yeah, easy flag on that one. And I like that, too, whenever Morley just said, no, end zone. Go. Keep going. Had to like it. So to put it, on the 10-yard line. So it should be 1st and goal. I don't think it's going to take them all the way to the 1. We'll see. Is it outside the 10? Well, they're not moving it. They're not putting any chains on it. 1st and goal on the 10. Thank you, John. Here we go. Morley. Snap, throw. There's the pitch. Left side, Bailey, and not a good one. Bailey pushed back. Oh, my. Nothing went right from the start. Low snap, bad pitch. Bailey couldn't get anything going.
Yeah, but I think Bailey may have been moving in the wrong direction. The pitch led him into the backfield, not towards the line of scrimmage. Just a disastrous play. And that's when they've executed well all night, too.
Not what they really wanted to happen. Going to be now. Didn't see a flag down, but the officials are talking over there.
A play like that can just kill a drive.
Oh, so there is a flag down. Look out the 20. Face mask against E-Town. Ow. Ay, caramba. That's going to be half the distance of the goal. Gee whiz.
And again, just, mistakes we've talked about all night. E-Town, when they're making mistakes, Nelson County's taking advantage of them.
So I guess from the face mask, so it'll be 5 yards. So it's going to be 2nd down and 5. It's going to be 2nd down and goal on the 5. Here we go. Morley has it. Pushed. A little tush push going on there. Looks like a yard short. Couldn't get him into it, so Second down and goal on the 1. This is a big play for Nelson County. Don't be mistaken.
Coming up on almost nearly a 4-minute drive, too. They can cap this one off.
Wideouts all around, but this will be the run. Look for Morley to keep it. Morley. Oh, he gives. Off the left side, touchdown. Grant Cox took it in, folks, for the touchdown from 1 yard out. He's had a great game tonight. Player down for Nelson County, so hold the phone. Looks like from here, Xavier Lawson. I'd say it's cramps down right now.
It's understandable, a lot of plays being run here tonight. I'm not sure. I haven't been outside of the press box, but it's hot and humid in here, so it's a little unseasonably warm for September.
74 degrees down on the field. I know it got up to 90 when we got here. They got him up and going. That's a good sign. Always a good sign. We'll be going down the field to John Graves. John, I want to get your thoughts. That was just a great series of offense by Nelson County.
Yeah, it really was, Hal. When you look at last week, they were in a very similar situation against Bardstown and didn't come out with that same aggressive attitude. And this week they did, was able to put a drive together, stayed within themselves, and was able to punch it in to get a lead, trying to make it a 10-point lead.
Keep it, John. Give us that extra point call.
Yes, sir, I will. Kicker, Blake Vowles. Long snapper, Jacob Reynolds. The holder is
30. Vowles set the 10th point.
Morley. Kick is up and kick is good. And Nelson County Cardinals have flown their way to a 10-point lead.
All-American Plumbing coverage of high school football is a G&G production.
Caring creates healthier lives and healthier communities. And when it comes to health care, you can count on us. We have the expertise to care for you right here at home, whenever you need us. From delivering newborns to performing surgeries, annual screenings to emergency care, you can count on us to provide compassionate, high-quality health care to you and your family. From the routine to the unforeseen. Count on us.
Attention Springfield Water and Sewer customers. Starting July 1st, we're updating our billing policies to serve you better. Here's what you need to know. Payment arrangements will no longer be available. Bills are still due on the 15th, but now there's a 10-day grace period, giving you until the 25th before disconnection steps begin. And paying your bill is easier than ever. Choose Bank Draft, online, by phone, or use our Dropbox. Want extra peace of mind? Sign up for paperless billing. Fast, secure, and right on time. Have questions? Give us a call. Springfield Water and Sewer, serving you better every drop of the way.
Well, 1 yard. Nice run by Grant Cox. Extra point good. Just like that. Nelson County 24, Elizabethtown 14. Little pooch kick. Fair catch at the 36-yard line. Jeremiah Curry for the Panthers with the fair catch. So what kind of offense, if you're Coach Tyler Mattingly for Elizabethtown, you're going to come out with a $1:38 to go in the third?
Yeah, with the way they run the football and as dominant as they can be in ripping off big plays and chunk yardage, I don't think you have to go away from the running game just yet if you're Eton. I know it's a 2-score game, second half, but I think that game script can still go through number 32 and number 24, Kinzer and Bryant.
Kinzer back there.
But 2 possessions in the second half and 2 turnovers on downs so far for E-Town's offense.
Shelton the snap, the fake, little screen pass, gets it off the left side to Williams. Williams away he goes, 40, 45, 50, 45, knocked out of bounds. Looks like Good on the tackle and Moore out there as well. First down, Elizabethtown. Big runs, big plays, that'll get you back into big games.
Yeah, and again, when E-Town's not, making turnovers, low snaps, when they're executing the game plan, they're doing a very good job moving the football. It's just those little mistakes have cost them a lot tonight.
A little movement on Nelson County.
Yep.
Got caught. Going to cost them 5. Changing that call play, going on the second sound. Nelson County jumping off the line. Cardinals back on the defense. Elizabethtown now have it first down and 5. Ball pops loose, picked back up by Shelton. Shelton, little pass, he'll go at dump pass, gets it to Kinzer. 30 down to about the 26-yard line. Let's watch that again.
That was an incredible play. Good recovery.
That was an incredible play.
They see it again. Just a good snap right to his chest, right to his hand. Just dropped it, but good composure to pick that thing up and flip it to the back. Kinzer, what a play there.
Little dump pass, worked nice. First down. First down, Elizabethtown on the 28.
This would be a good time for that Nelson County defense to come up with one of those turnovers. They forced a ton of them so far this year.
Shelton, problems. He'll roll to the left. Shelton still looking, caught by Nelson County at the 29. On the stop is going to be Aaron Thompson for the Cardinals.
Thompson there on the stop. And then, of course, number 22, Deacon Minter, making his presence known on that as well. And good job there to not let Shelton beat you with his legs.
On the 28. It's like it's second down and 10.
This is a big second down. If you can keep E-Town again in that third and long, They've not been successful converting those since early in that first drive.
Let's give off to Bryant. Nope, kids are on the carry. Nope, I stand corrected. The PA sold me on it. It was Bryant. I was right the first time. Get me down to about the 22. See if we have another play.
2 second difference.
Yeah, we're going to have to get a playoff. Shelton, snap, fake, pass. Caught, Hagee. Hagee's got space, 10. Head to the end zone, touchdown, E-Town. Let's watch that again. I love that pass and that patience by Ethan Shelton.
Yep, and that's just great blocking, great execution, and that's kind of got a good push and a good rush, but, man, just a good block there. Trying to see that number 65 there for E-Town. Big block was the difference in that being a blown-up play and a touchdown.
Chance Hagee, nice little curl, nice little hook, if you will, to take that one in for the touchdown. Let's go to John Graves.
Mr. Inman is set up again. Your holder, Ethan Shelton. Lines it up. Good snap, good hold, good kick. Oh, it's upright on my side, but it goes in.
Score by Elizabethtown. It's Nelson by 3. All-American Plumbing coverage of high school football. It's a G&G production.
Juggling careers, families, and dreams? Lance Taylor, State Farm Agent, is here to simplify your life. Whether it's protecting your car, your home, or even your side hustle, he will tailor coverage that fits your busy lifestyle. Need advice on renter's insurance, life insurance, or saving for the future? Lance and his team are ready to guide you every step of the way. Take control with confidence. Connect with Lance Taylor today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Since 1951, Danville Office Equipment has dedicated itself to providing personal service and superior office products for our customers. We take a lot of pride in their success because that's how we measure ours. Danville Office Equipment, Danville, Lebanon, and Somerset.
Welcome back to E-Town High School. Let's look at a score update. We're going to go all the way over to Danville. Danville 14, Washington County 12 in that district matchup. 11:48 to go in the fourth quarter of a barn burner over at Admiral Stadium. Back up to Jamie and Hal.
Washington County never, school history, had defeated Danville. So right in that ball game. Good luck to them. Big kick taken by Nelson County's Bailey. 15, 20, 25. He's got a little space. 30, 34, close to the 36.
Yeah. It's a good shifty runner.
Williams on the stop for the Panthers.
And now we get to see how Nelson County responds to E-Town's response there, as Nelson County came out with back-to-back touchdowns on offense to kick off the second half.
Well, you just got a few sands in the hourglass for this third quarter of play. Player down on the field. This third quarter is about history, but you got to start thinking about that final 12 that you got to go through. Cramps on the play there.
That was Bailey, the return
That
man.
was Bailey who made the stop, or made the return, I should say. So Nelson County will have it 1st and 10 on their own 35.
I like to see Nelson County stay aggressive here and keep going at that secondary of E-Town. I know a couple of the passes have been through tight throwing lanes, but Morley's he's a good veteran quarterback, and he's making those throws. He's got a lot of confidence. I would keep riding that momentum. Got Reynolds here, bottom of your screen.
Yeah, far side's going to be Max Moore.
She's got a 2 safety look, though.
Morley. The snap, the give to Cox. Straight up the middle, 40, 45 to the 46. Look, he's still going 50 to the 46 to the 45-yard line. As we end the quarter, let's watch that play again. I love to watch his play.
Yeah, that's a good job there. 2 safeties up top. You see there around that 45-yard line. So Nelson County says, you want to play deep, we're going to run it at you. And the second, third efforts getting extra yardage in the E-Town territory to wrap up that third quarter.
3 quarters complete here at Elizabethtown High School. Nelson 24, Elizabethtown 21. All-American Plumbing coverage of high school football is a G&G production.
Injured in a car crash? Don't face the insurance companies alone. Time is critical. Zach Chesser is a personal injury attorney specializing in motor vehicle collisions who will fight to get you the compensation you deserve. You pay nothing unless we win your case. That's right. You don't pay a dime unless we win. No recovery, no fee. Call Zach directly at 859-899-8821 for a free consultation. Offices, Lexington, Kentucky. This is an advertisement.
3 quarters complete. Nelson County, they keep holding on to that slim lead by 3. Your thoughts after 3?
So impressed with Nelson County, being able to hang around in this game. Not only hang around in the game, but have the lead by 2 scores there late in that third quarter. Want to see how they respond to the pressure of the game situation here.
Morley back to throw. Right side complete at the 35-yard line. I believe that was Max Moore with that catch over there.
Yep, Max Moore hauls it in. Toe taps on the sideline, gets the first down, and Morley with a ton of confidence in his throws right now.
He's really throwing the ball hard. So first down to the Panther 35-yard line. Nelson County will line up for 1st and 10, just underway in this fourth quarter of play. Moore went out of bounds. Stops the clock. Cam Morley. The snap. The give to Cox. Cox, left, right, jitterbug, 31-30. About to the 30-yard line. Stop in there.
There's Bryant.
By Bryant. Big stop.
Good little
gain
game
of 4, 2nd down 6.
The Cardinals have done a good job keeping E-Town off balance with the mixture of the running and the passing.
So Nelson County will break from the huddle.
Haven't seen Morley use his legs in a couple of possessions.
He's good at keeping it. Cox to his right, or shoot to his left. Cox will get it again, straight up the middle. Look at him go. 25-20. Look at there. 5. Headed to the end zone. Didn't quite get there. But what a run. Stopped at the 3. Cox with another big run. Let's watch that again.
Yeah, good job here on the option. Morley with the fake. We'll see if the defense kind of bought into it or not, because Cox has been running right downhill at them and just went right through. Huge hole there.
He just went right through that defense.
Good block. Trying to get that number. Couldn't see who that was. Maybe Reynolds in there on the block.
Big block in there. Okay, short yardage. 1st and goal on the 3. They're lining up tight. Keeps it as Morley. Did he get in? Touchdown, Nelson County. Big series of plays, Jamie, led to that 6 by Nelson County and did it in just a couple of minutes in possession.
Yeah, I forgot. I dropped the ball. I forgot to get the time, but that I think took over 10 seconds left in the third quarter, so a really quick score. And that's 2 possessions in this half. We saw in that first half a lot of lengthy drives on Nelson County, but here a couple of scoring drives inside of 2.5 minutes in each one of them.
Down to John Graves.
Good snap, good hold, good kick. Cardinals go back up by 10.
All-American Plumbing coverage of high school football is a G&G production.
Parkview Home Center. For over 20 years, your team at Parkview has proudly served our customers and community. We are your local, independent source of quality building materials, from lumber, hardware, plumbing, electrical, PPG paint, and more. Professionals, handymen, and do-it-yourselfers welcome. Any project of any size, our team stands ready to assist. Located at 1109 Lincoln Park Road, Parkview Home Center. Home supplies from your hometown people.
Well, nice score for Nelson County, able not only to really move the ball quick, some great running by Grant Cox, but to get the extra point, and just like that, they're up by 10.
Yeah, we can't let those extra points go unnoticed. I mean, it's only a 1 point, but, man, they make a big difference in a game like this where you're only up by 10. So every time you convert that is huge for Nelson County. And I'm so impressed with how they played tonight and how they responded. E-Town came back out, the Cardinals go up by 10 points. E-Town drives it right back down the field, gets within 3 points on their home field, fourth quarter, and the Cardinals just run the ball right down the field and get that touchdown to go back up by 10.
Cardinals got taken to the woodshed in that second half against Bardstown last week, and they have really responded. They've come out here and played hard against a very nice Elizabethtown ball club.
Yeah, and credit to Coach Boston for having his guys ready, mentally and with the film and on the field.
High kick. Looks like we'll see David Brown take a knee on the high kick for Elizabethtown. Elizabethtown will take over on the offense with 10:55 to go in this ball game. They'll mark it on the 36-yard line. So 1st and 10. Sophomore quarterback, Ethan Shelton. Comes out to the field. Out of the shotgun, takes it. Gives it to Bryant. Bryant left side, 39, 40, 41. Think we'll see more Bryant?
Yeah, you're getting kind of in that time zone where you might want to start throwing the football if you're E-Town, but again, he's always a threat to just rip off, a big 15, 20-yard chunk play.
Well, the numbers don't lie.
And it wouldn't be a bad strategy. You've got to assume that Nelson County defense is probably wearing down and getting tired here in the fourth quarter.
Fake, pass, right side, complete Hagee. Hagee 50 to the 49-yard line. Let's go quickly to John Graves after that first down, E-Town.
Let's go across Hardin County, Marion County 22, John Hardin 14. 4:52 to go in the fourth in that one.
Jamie, you're going to have, like I said, not only a hungry coach, he'll be ready to eat, but he's going to be a happy one Tuesday night at your coach's show. Here's the give, right side. Spun around and brought down.
It's always
looks like that was Kinzer.
It was Kinzer that time. Again, the lightning to the thunder of Bryant. But no, it'd be a very happy coach's show if they can pull that one off, up 8 points on the road at John Hardin in their first district game of the year.
You said it best. I mean, how Ross Brown, what a start to a program that needed a breath of fresh air.
Yeah, that's a program-defining win. If you go on the road at John Hardin with Cavalli Pittman, the running back there, one of the top backs in the state, and beat him, man, what a win that's going to be.
Right side, Kinzer again, 40. I don't think he got past that. It's third down and short.
No, they're not going to give him the first down.
Nope, I stand corrected.
Wow, I thought he was well short.
I thought he was well short. Let's go to John Graves again. John?
Score update out of Danville. Danville 21, Washington County 12, 5:50 to go left in that game.
8:59 to go in this one. Here we go with Shelton. And the give left side goes to Stewart. Gets to the 35. Stopped at the 35, maybe the 36. It's going to be second down. 2nd and 7, gain of 3. Panthers moving downfield.
Kind of taking their time, a little methodical for being down 2 scores with 8.5 to play.
Shelton. Screen. Caught left side. That's Williams. Williams makes a nice run all the way down to about the 32, 33-yard line. Stopping there by Bailey. Or did 3 hit over there? Seemed like they said Good on the PA.
I think Good got him. Cut his legs
Good on the stop. Got to make sure to get that one right. That might be some long-lost relative that'll become a biotech engineer and maybe somebody I need to know in my retirement, Jamie.
Yeah, you might want to keep that one handy.
We Goods, we are. There's not a lot of us out there. 3rd down. Pass. Left side. Complete. Downfield. Kinzer to the 32 and shy of the 1st down. It's 4th down. Stopping there by Kelly.
It's Kelly and
Thompson.
Kelly and Thompson. Sorry.
Yeah. Player down. We got an official timeout going on here.
That is Kinzer banged up.
Been running all over the place.
And that was really good pursuit and discipline
slow
there for that Nelson County defense on that 3rd down play.
Oh, yeah, he's moving slow. He's trying to run off on his own, but he's going to have a little help. Trainer for Elizabethtown. Our buddy Dennis George over in Lebanon. Does a lot of writing for the local papers. Done some things with G&G. It's his daughter, Carol. I'd call her Carol George, but that's what I remember her as a young person going to Marion County. But now she's married and family, I'm sure. I just know her dad. Old Dennis. So it is 4th down and 4, Jamie.
Yeah, and you're right in that range. I think you're still obviously 4
I think you got to go for it or try and pull them off sides.
You can almost hand the ball to Bryant.
Snap.
Keep it.
Here he goes. Shelton straight middle, 1st down. 25, 20 more. 10, 5. See you later. 33 yards. Touchdown E-Town. Let's watch it again.
Well, I was saying hand the ball off to the big man Bryant, but Shelton kept the ball in the keeper on the play fake, and I think everybody was thinking like I did that Bryant was getting the ball. Shelton scampers in, untouched to the end zone, and not quite over yet.
Good ball game. We got a good ball game. John Graves for the extra point, John.
Point after out of the hold of number 2.
Val, let's see. Let me get my page right here. Emmon. Shelton the holder. Emmon the kicker. Up. Guess what? We have a 3-point ball game.
Good one going here at Elizabethtown. All-American Plumbing coverage of high school football. It's a G&G production.
Here's a question. How can something like floor mats help improve your business? How can this give your employees more confidence to do that? How can safety glasses make your company more productive? And how can the way you look change the way customers see you? For over 1 million companies, the answer is simple. Cintas. So to help keep your business well-equipped, clean, and looking its best, get Cintas. And get ready for the workday.
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at DonFranklinAuto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
Elizabethtown will kick it away after the score. And away it goes. Nelson County back to receive. Picked up by Good. And away he goes, 25-30. Look at him go. Down to the 35, 36-yard line. Chance Good.
Joseph Whalen
nice run
on the stop there, and an explosive run back. And you got to credit Nelson County special teams. We talked about the extra points they've been making all night, but they've done a really good job in the return game as well.
And I think you have to remind them, if you're Josh Boston, head coach, We are ahead. Take care of the ball. Don't play like you're behind because we are ahead. Play fundamental football. Get us our first downs. Let's get the ball, move it down the field for the score, but we are ahead.
Yes, ball security is big here, but, they had a lot of success passing the ball in the second half, so we'll see if they can kind of transition back to that run game.
Bailey knocked out of bounds at the maybe 41-yard line. Not much on that one. You got to move that ball forward.
And he ran out of bounds and stopped the clock. Not what you want to do.
That's not what you want to do.
3 points.
Staying in bounds would be the key. So they'll give him a couple. So it'll be 2nd down and 8. Clock stopped at 7:06. Cam Morley, another big night. Takes it. Fake. Pass straight up to Good. Incomplete.
Off his hands. Great quick throw there. Maybe a little too much mustard on it for Good to haul in, but, man, they hit your hands. You got to bring that one in.
How about the call of that play? I mean, that went straight down the middle. Plenty of time. 3rd down and 8. Crowd, as you can see, for Elizabethtown on their feet.
Got to find a way to convert this one. You don't want that momentum to shift over to E-Town.
Cam Morley takes it, and now they're going to have another delay of game. They have had that happen more than just once tonight. So it'll back it up against the Cardinals.
They got 3rd and long situation. Again, Cam Morley's been so smart with the football, not just tonight, but all season long. Only 1 interception. Got to be careful going downfield here. Don't want to turn the ball over and give E-Town great field position.
36-yard line, 3rd and 13.
I think if you go back to that little play over the middle they had wide open to Good a second ago, try that again and see what you can get with yards after the catch.
Trips to the right, one man to the left. Here we go with Morley back to throw. Plenty of time. Looking. Now he's trapped. He's going to be brought down by Elizabethtown. Big sack in there by the Panthers.
Yep. Good job. Credit that E-Town secondary. I was watching downfield. No receivers had any space. Nowhere to go with the ball for Cam Morley. Tried to do what he could do with his legs, but it's a great pursuit by everybody. Now, late flag
down. Late flag. Didn't catch that one.
Got to wonder if that's on the E-Town
John
sideline.
Graves said that's right in front of the Elizabethtown bench. Flag on the play. I didn't catch him.
Sideline warning, maybe? But we've had one already, right? They didn't move the ball, though.
Nothing moved. I didn't catch what it was, but there was a flag. Punting situation.
Made that motion.
Nelson County. Oh, wow. Scubbed up the punt, and away it went out of bounds at the 38-yard line. So the punt only for about, gosh, if you look at it where the line of scrimmage, about a 4-yard punt. Elizabethtown all over. Can we watch that again, or is it too late? There we go. Thanks, guys, back in the booth. Great job. Look at this, Jamie.
High snap, slow developing play, 3 rushers, 1 blocker.
So Elizabethtown will have it in prime condition. Let's go down to John Graves.
Marion County and John Harden. John Harden has the ball 2nd and 10 on the 25. Those a pass over the middle that is complete. 22-20 is the score, and they're getting ready to go for 2 with 11 seconds to go in that game. And I don't have it officially final, but it looks like Washington County may fall to Danville 21-12 tonight. I'll make sure we got that one. Back up you guys.
Oh, we got a barn burner going here. 1st and 10 Elizabethtown, away we go. Handoff right side, down to field 30, 25 to the 22-yard line. That's your big run. We've been waiting all night for Bryant, and Bryant takes control.
I think he almost lost that. If we get a replay of that,
let's watch it again then. That's fine. Yeah, call it head.
Looks like he almost lost the ball in the handoff and kind of bobbled it. He did.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, look how they slow it down a little bit there, and look how he just kept those legs churning.
It's a lot A lot of momentum coming at you if you're a defense.
Well, we've been looking for Bryant this evening, and that was a big run by the big fella. 1st and 10 on the Nelson 23. Ethan Shelton, the sophomore, out of the shotgun with the give. Left side, again, we go with Bryant. Bryant, couple 3 yards downfield. Gets in the teens anyway to about the 17.
Now clock becomes a factor, 5:40 to go.
2nd down and probably about 4.
I'd imagine we'll see a heavy dose of Bryant. It's a safe call to go to, and probably
he's in that backfield, and that makes sense.
Got to respect Shelton's legs, though, and be aware if you're the Nelson County defense on that read option.
And Kinzer's done a good job, but here we go. On the fake, the pass, incomplete, intended for Hagee. It'll be 3rd down. You got to appreciate the job Antonio Kinzer has done tonight. But, again, Darian Bryant, if you look at him, he's just a big guy, big kid.
And seems maybe underutilized tonight.
I think tonight he has been, and there's probably a reason for it. Don't know the exacts, but we have not seen a lot of activity out of him. He's been played sparingly, I think is a fair statement to make. But now's when you got to get those scores in there, and Bryant is in the backfield, and he'll get this one. Lays his head down 15, down to the 14-yard line. Stop in there by Nelson County's mentor. I don't know if he got the 1st down. It's going to be 4th down and short.
It's decision time now, about a what? 20,
so
27?
Do you go for the 1st down, or do you go for the field goal?
If I'm the coach, man, it's 4th and a long 2, but, man, you've got Darian Bryant there in your backfield. I would go for it. That's the strength of your team.
Got all your timeouts. Maybe try and draw them off.
That's a good point, too.
Maybe try and do the draw to change the play. Let's see what they do. Nope, they're going to take it. Right side, Shelton. Shelton lays his head down. I think he got there. I think he got to the 10. If he got to the 10, he got a yard enough to get in there. Let's go down to John Graves. John?
John Harden gets the 2-point conversion. It's a tie ball game over in Radcliffe. 22-22, 9 seconds left. They're getting ready to kick the ball to Marion County. Looks like free football over across town.
Well, we've got some good stuff going on here in E-Town. That's for sure. Deuces to the left. The give goes to Bryant. Bryant lays his head down 9 to the 6. There again, Jamie, a nice run. But Elizabethtown's head coach Tyler Mattingly using that clock to his advantage, trying a little air out of the ball.
He is. And Nelson County's, again, they've shown the ability to score quickly, a couple of 2.5-minute scoring drives, but that's not their strong suit. They want to be a methodical driving team, so that clock is really becoming a factor if you can't hold them to a field goal.
2nd down and 5. Ball on the 7. Got to get right inside that 2 for a 1st down. Shelton the snap. Give to Bryant. Left side. Boy, he didn't get much on that. Maybe a couple of yards. Didn't even get to the 5. I think they'll give him 1. Here we got another.
That's great execution there by that Nelson
Another
County
big
defense.
play coming.
Not falling for the ball fake and staying to your assignments.
So 3rd down and 4. They'll mark it on the 6. Clock continues to run.
A lot of ways you can go here. You can run with Bryant. You can run with Shelton. You got to respect Hagee out there as well. Number 3 at the bottom of the screen.
Shelton. Snap. Give. Here we go with Bryant. Bryant lays his head down. Boy, he's close to the 1st down. Got a couple of yards. He's just a real bruiser inside there. I think they're going to have to measure it. Some folks on the sidelines are saying 1st down. But timeout, Nelson. We'll take a timeout. All-American Plumbing coverage of high school football. It is a G&G production. At Boone's Butcher Shop, we have over 3,000 square feet of retail space full of a large variety of fresh meats, cheeses, deli products, frozen foods, seasoning, and much more. Our preservative-free fresh meats provide a healthy peace of mind and a difference you can taste. Stop in and shop at Boone's Butcher Shop, 100 Old Bloomfield Pike, Bardstown, Kentucky. John Graves down the field. John, did he get that first down?
He didn't. He is, I'm going to say, 3 feet. He is 30 inches short. 30 inches short.
4th down and 1. I'd go for a second sound on this, or I'd give it to Brian and let him have it in.
Yep, it's the right call. You've got 3 timeouts left if you're E-Town, so you'll get the ball back if you don't get it.
Shelton. Bryant, left side, into the end zone, touchdown. Let's watch that again. That was the call, Jamie.
Yep. And we saw it all night. Just hand the ball off to Bryant. Got the blocks up front. Easy touchdown there for E-Town to take the lead back after trailing by double digits on multiple occasions in the second half.
E-Town back up. 34-31. John Graves will call the extra point. Johnny?
Ethan Shelton, your holder. Graydon Inman, your kicker.
Inman set to attempt the point after out of the hold of Shelton.
Good kick. Good hold. Good kick. No good. No good. Wide.
Wide left. All-American Plumbing coverage of high school football is a G&G production.
Since 1951, Danville Office Equipment has dedicated itself to providing personal service and superior office products for our customers. We take a lot of pride in their success because that's how we measure ours. Danville Office Equipment, Danville, Lebanon, and Somerset.
Injured in an accident, the insurance company's being unreasonable, call us at Mattingly, Sims, Robinson, and McCain. You deserve individualized attention. Our attorneys are prepared to vigorously advocate for you with compassion. Being located right here in the heart of Central Kentucky, you don't have to travel to the big city to receive superior results. To us, you're more than just a number. At Mattingly, Sims, Robinson, McCain, you are part of our community.
This is an advertisement.
John, we want to focus on this game, but let's talk about a couple other scores you got.
Danville defeats Washington County 21-12. Overtime over at Marion and John Hardin 22-22.
2:20 to go in this one. E-Town, little shuffle kick picked up by Nelson County, and Max Moore has it. And not much yardage on the run back on that. As a matter of fact, I think he had a fair catch. So Nelson County will have it. They got a long row to hoe here, Jamie, but time to do it. One timeout. They got what it takes to take it down, at least to get within field goal range, but I'm not so sure they can't make something happen to get the 6.
No, I agree, and I think just enough time where you can get a few run plays in, especially if you can get to the sideline and get out of bounds. You probably got a couple times where you can run the football without going through the air with Morley. But again, they had that one play earlier over the middle to good. I try to find that again because they had all kinds of extra yards after catch available if he held on to that pass.
1st and 10. Here's Morley back to throw. Looking deep. Airs it out. It's going to be picked off. No, incomplete. Right into the hands, though, of Anthony Radcliffe. Let's watch that one again back there in the booth.
Great job by Jacob Reynolds, who's banged up after that play, but he turned into a defensive back there to break that up because that was a floating duck. Good job there, getting the hands in last second to knock it away from the defender. So great job. And, of course, Reynolds does play some corner as well on defense, and you can see it right there.
Play saved there. So Jacob Reynolds up off the field on his own feet, walking to the sidelines.
But that takes away your deep ball threat for the moment. We'll see if he comes back into the contest. I'd imagine he would. Probably a little shaken up. Hard fall there.
Clock stopped at 2:13. 2nd down and 10.
I don't think you need deep balls like that right now. I think you can still go short and safe with 2:13 on the clock.
Morley lines his team up and he's ready. Takes the snap, back to throw. Looking. Oh, he's under trouble. Oh,
there he is.
Sacked back there by Darian Bryant. Big hit by Bryant.
Yep. And can't blame Morley for that one. Looking down at the secondary, everybody was covered. No, we're going to go with the football. And we've waited all night to call Darian Bryant's name on defense, and there he comes up big with that sack.
Big play.
Big
play. 3rd down and an acre. How about 3rd and 18?
Don't need them all here. Just make it a 4th and manageable situation for yourself.
Clock continues to run.
Yeah, do need a little more urgency, though.
Play clock also runs. They're gonna have to delay a game, but they get rid of it. Morley in trouble, trying to get out of it. Passes it away. Complete. Far side. Good. 35, maybe to the 38. He's shy of a first down.
Great composure there by Cam Morley. Pressure was coming. You're coming down. Big 3rd down there. And he stayed in the pocket and gave them a chance. It's 4th and about, we'll call about 8 yards, 7 maybe?
Yeah, 7, something like that. Looks like scoreboard will say 7. 4th and 7 on the 36. Let's see if Nelson can make it happen. Last chance. 2 on the near side. Cam Morley. Back for the snap. Morley, call, back to throw, looking, airs it out, looks deep, has a receiver, hits him. Reynolds at the 30, and the ball pops loose. Oh, they call it incomplete. Let's watch it again.
Yep, man, Reynolds gets behind the defense here somehow on 4th and long. That's their deep threat. Not sure how you let that happen for the E-Town defense, but, man, Reynolds had that in his hands, I thought, going to the ground. Beautiful throw. I think he got ripped out right there
Hard
at the
to see
very
it from
end.
here in our perspective. Nearly impossible for us to catch that and see how he couldn't hang on to it.
What a dime, though, from Cam Morley.
Wow.
Couldn't ask for a better throw. And yeah, I think Reynolds had it to the ground and it got ripped out at the very last second. But, of course, it's on the far end of the field from us here at the press box.
So incomplete. And now we'll see the victory formation for E-Town. They'll take a knee, and that'll do it. We'll see if Nelson County will even use their one timeout. They may just let this
and that's a heartbreaker.
be the ball game. That's a heartbreaker for Nelson County. They played really hard, but Elizabethtown had the right tools to come in with the W here tonight.
Yep. Nelson County led 24-14 and 31-21, so multiple two-score leads in the second half, just unable to pull this one out tonight.
They'll line up again in victory formation and the knee taken, and that'll do it tonight. Elizabethtown will come up with the W. What's the difference between Elizabethtown win tonight and Nelson County winning this one?
Man, not much, Hal. I think it's just maybe the time on the clock. If Nelson County had a few more minutes left in this contest, I think they could have put together a drive there. I do think that's kind of lost some composure there late. That big, I keep coming back to that one drop by Chance Good.
Well, that's a great play.
It would have given them a first down, would have halted the momentum of E-Town, and would have kept that Nelson County offense on the field. So, again, just little mistakes like that. You're not going to see in the scorebook at the end of the game. But just, and I want to part on Chance Good. I mean, the kid, drops a pass. Everybody makes mistakes, and that's what happens. But just little things like that, I think, added up for Nelson County tonight.
Cam Morley, big night. But, boy, how about Cox? He had a big night here this evening.
Cox ripped off multiple huge runs and, really dominated in the second half. And Switch could have got one or two more big plays from him if you're Nelson County.
Well, for E-Town, I really loved the play of Hagee this evening. And you can't count out Ethan Shelton. He really did play a composed ball game.
Yeah, Shelton had that big. You go back to it, 31-21 midway through the fourth quarter. Shelton broke off that big 33-yard run on what I think was a fourth down play. Everyone thought the ball was going to the big man, Bryant. Shelton kept it and ran it in the end zone and for the big scoring play.
Keep it right here. Post game is on the way. We'll have our Salt River RACC power players of the game. Also, the coaches post game show brought to you by the Lebanon Tourism. Lebanon, the heart of Kentucky. All that's coming up for you in just a moment. Final score, Elizabethtown 34, Nelson County 31. All-American Plumbing coverage of high school football is a G&G production.
Need a ride? Cat's Transportation is here for you. Serving Marion, Nelson, Breckenridge, LaRue, and Grayson counties, we offer general public transportation for all ages, any income, and individuals with disabilities. We provide handicap-accessible, door-to-door service, helping our elderly and anyone facing transportation challenges. Wherever you need to go, Cat's gets you there. Cat's Transportation, meeting all your transportation needs.
Looking for your perfect home? Discover the world of possibilities in the Bardstown real estate market with someone who truly knows the area. Doug Brink, a trusted Bardstown resident and experienced realtor with United Real Estate. Whether you're buying or selling, Doug brings hometown knowledge and big-time results. Call 502-724-6570 or visit DougBrinkRealtor.com today. Doug Brink, your key to Bardstown living.
I know that for me, when I first moved back, everybody was like, you can't find jobs, you can't. I found 2 jobs in a matter of 2 weeks.
I think we have a great industrial base. We also have a great education system.
Knowing that your children could walk down the street and be okay, or play outside and be okay.
I've been involved in youth sports for years. We have great youth sports programs.
My daughter was on the state championship teams, and I feel like that was able to kind of catapult her into playing at a collegiate level.
Looking for top-notch HVAC services in Springfield, Kentucky? Well, look no further than Smith's Contracting, LLC. For over 20 years, Wesley and Abby Smith have built a reputation for excellence with honesty, integrity, and unmatched service. From AC installation and furnace setup to HVAC repair and cleaning, we've got you covered. Smith's Contracting, where our values keep you comfortable. Call us today at 859-336-5200 or 866-351-0112.
Need a ride? Cat's Transportation is here for you. Serving Marion, Nelson, Breckenridge, LaRue, and Grayson counties, we offer general public transportation for all ages, any income, and individuals with disabilities. We provide handicap-accessible, door-to-door service, helping our elderly and anyone facing transportation challenges. Wherever you need to go, Cat's gets you there. Cat's Transportation, meeting all your transportation needs.
Final score here this evening, E-Town 34, Nelson County 31. Time for the Salt River RECC Power Player of the Game. Also our conversation with the head coach. We're going to do Elizabethtown first. Tyler Mattingly is down the field with John Graves. And our Power Player of the Game, Ethan Shelton. John?
Thank you, Hal. Mr. Shelton, how does it feel to win a district game like that?
It wasn't as clean as we wanted, but it's a win added to our record, so everybody's happy. But there's a lot to learn. Some things to clean up, yes, but a win's a win, right? Yes, sir.
All right, well, we're going to get you in to celebrate. We'll keep it short. There's the patch for your jacket, Power Player of the Game.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
We'll get you in over there.
Good job.
Coach,
oh, man.
Well, I tell you what, it'll hurt a hairline, won't it?
Well, hey, listen, I'm not going to take my hat off because it's gone. And I'm only 33 and it's already gone, so.
Was you ever nervous? Did you feel like you had a good – were you happy with where you were?
I was more nervous in the first half than I was in the second half, to be honest with you, because I felt like we kept on having opportunities in the first half to put it away. And, listen, we're a young team. We're going to keep on making mistakes. I've got to do a better job. I'm going to be honest with you. That first drive out of the half was on me. I tried to check the play at the beginning, and it was the wrong call, especially with the young group. So,
well, Coach, we appreciate the hospitality.
Yeah.
Late night over here. We're going to get everybody back home.
That's right.
Thank you very much. We'll look forward to covering
Appreciate
you again.
Go Big E.
There you go. Thanks. Tyler Mattingly, head coach of these E-Town Panthers. I'm going to see if I can catch Coach Boston back up to you real quick.
Thank you, John. Again, your final score here this evening, Elizabethtown 34, Nelson County 31. Let's take a look at the stats real quick before we go to this next coach's interview. And, Jamie, it's going to be some good stats from Ross the Balls. He always does a great job. Powered by Farmers National Bank. What are you seeing there? Wow, the total yards, very similar.
Yeah, very similar there. I keep going back to those third down conversions. They didn't improve after halftime. That was kind of just 1 for 11 on offense on third down to go. Just got to convert. I mean, if they converted maybe 3 more of those, Hal, this game may have gone in a totally different direction.
Final score, Elizabethtown 34, Nelson County 31. I think John Graves is ready down the field. We'll do our Nelson County segment of the post-game show. John Graves has Grant Cox, senior running back, for our Salt River RECC Power Player of the Game. John?
Thanks, Al. I always appreciate players that will come over and talk to me after a loss. So close, right there. You don't want moral victories. You want victories. What are you going to take away from this game?
We'll just have to be more disciplined on everything and just be better in practice. That's all it really boils down to.
You'll flush this tomorrow and you'll get back after it next week, right?
Yes, sir.
You are a player of the game. We'll keep it very easy on you tonight. That goes on your jacket. Congratulations, Mr. Cox. Grant Cox, our player of the game for Nelson County. Back up to you guys. I'll round up Coach Boston.
All right, John. We will remind you another score to pass along to you. We've had several that have been texted in and called in to our group. And I know what a game tonight for Washington County. They lose to Danville in a district game, 21-12. Never have defeated Danville, but at times there had that game within hand. But the Admirals come out with the W again.
Yep, one-score game for most of that game. The Admirals kind of put it away late.
Go back down to John Graves, head coach of the Nelson County Cards, Josh Boston. John?
Coach, what was your message to your team in the huddle there?
At the end, the biggest thing is understand a sense of urgency. Some of our kids right now, like our program-wise, they haven't won in the past. And it's got to be every single day in practice. There's got to be that urgency because you can't expect a sense of urgency to come on Friday nights in tight moments. You don't get to do things during the week and then all of a sudden expect on Friday nights when it's game's tight and you got to make a play for that urgency just to appear. And so the kids are learning, and so a little bit of change in that. And so, like I said, this one hurts way more than the one last week did. Go ahead.
Grant Cox was the player of the game tonight. Boy, he ran the ball very, very well for you tonight.
Yeah, he changed it in the second half. First half he had a fumble, and I got on him pretty good at halftime. And second half he came out and he ran the ball a lot better. But it took me getting in his butt right there for that to happen. And it's like we can't do that. And it goes back into that sense of urgency. You can't expect for things to change automatically whenever somebody's just getting onto you. And so like I said, I had to get onto him pretty good at halftime. And then he came out second half. He protected the ball better and he ran the ball harder.
Coach, we appreciate you taking time with us, and good luck next week.
Thanks. Go Cards.
Go Cards. Appreciate it. Send it back up to you guys.
Thank you, John. Just a great game. It was a good game all the way down, back and forth. It's one of those that, we enjoy, but it is a tough one if you're a coach coming in 3-1 and it being a district game.
Yeah, especially to have, a pair of double-digit leads, 2-score leads in the fourth quarter, second half, on the road at E-Town, a program that's kind of been there, done that. Nelson County trying to get back to that level, and you can tell they want to get to that level, and the competitiveness and how just dejected they are. They got John Harden next Friday night. I kind of feel bad for them because that's going to be a motivated bunch out of Nelson County.
Sure will be. You take these thoughts from this game, I think this Nelson County team, from what I've been able to see, especially since last week, they're getting much better. The Elizabethtown team, as the coach Mattingly said, they're young. You better watch them. Yep. Agree?
I'd agree. Yeah, they got a very, very bright future with just a litany of sophomores in their lineup.
Well, so do you, my friend. Good to have you here. We love this guy. We love him. Jamie Murphy, always have. He's joined our team. We're glad to have him a part of the G&G family, and you'll be seeing him more on some sports items as we move forward in football and also in basketball later on. And he's sitting in tonight for Alan. And Alan, happy anniversary to you. We look forward to seeing you next week. Next week, G&G Game of the Week will be at Camelsville. It'll be the Bethlehem Eagles taking on the Camelsville Eagles. So a game of the Eagles taking place a week from tonight. We'll have a look at scores all tomorrow morning right here on G&G Productions and G&G On Demand. We'll get those scores out here for you. They'll all be online for you to be able to take a look at and share all of the Central Kentucky scores. We'll have them for you. Again, your final score here tonight, it was the Elizabethtown Panthers defeating the Nelson County Cardinals 34-31. Doing the round robin, we appreciate all of our crew for G&G. Tom, a great job as always. Matthew Smith, Ben Augustin, thank you very much out in the trailer. Sean Allen, a superb job as usual. John Graves, thanks for all your comments down on the field. And, of course, Jamie Murphy, awesome job here in the booth. Till next time, one more time, your final score, it's Elizabethtown over Nelson County 34-31. That's going to wind up our coverage here at Elizabethtown High School for the entire G&G Productions family. I'm Halby Good, wishing you and yours a pleasant evening. So long, everybody.
You've been watching All-American Plumbing coverage of high school football on G&G Productions. Any rebroadcast or use of the contents of this broadcast without express written permission from G&G Productions is not permissible.